What's going on, everybody? I gotta get my light on. There we go, that's better. I forgot about it.
There we go.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? My name's Dave McRae, coming to you live from the VoiceMann Studios in Toronto, Canada. He's Tony Michael in Atlanta, Georgia. This is episode 161 of Two Dudes and Some Bullshit. And tonight we are rewatching Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! We are live! Oh, yes, we are. Episode 161. You might be asking yourselves, guys, why are you rewatching Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning?
Because we fucking can.
That too. But you may be asking yourselves, you're having a bit of deja vu. Maybe it's like the Mandela effect. And you're like, haven't they already watched this? Didn't they already? Why did they watch it? Well, yes, we did. We watched it about 2.5 years ago. I think it was in like April or May of 2020. And the primary reason why we're watching it again is because for some strange reason, that episode, when after we were done doing the live show, and it was processing, it went up. For the first little bit, everything is in sync, but by the time you get to the middle of the show, everything is out of sync. And I don't just mean like a little bit out of sync. I mean like it's unwatchable. Like you can't watch it. Like it's like 30 seconds behind or ahead or something, so our lips aren't matching what we're saying. And you could listen to it, like if you just put your phone in your pocket, you know, whatever, right? Not a big deal. But if you want to watch it, it's unwatchable. There's another one too, which is our Halloween H2O episode is also out of sync. But I noticed that it was in and around the same time. So for whatever reason, those two episodes, I don't know what was going on with YouTube or what was happening, but Halloween H2O is probably going to get a rewatch at some point here, just so we can have an episode up that is not
There's
out of
gonna
sync.
there's gonna be several of these revisits. I like to call them revisits. You know what I mean? That, you know, if we haven't watched it in a minute, although full disclosure, I watched this on VHS a couple of weeks ago. And that gave me the idea, like, you know, it'd be good to kind of revisit this one. So I think it's good to revisit some of these that, you know, that are not the ones that are the obvious ones, like Halloween, the original.
And plus Halloween's coming up here in a few months anyway, so there's bound to be one or two Halloween movies that slip in there.
Yeah, you know, I got a feeling Halloween Kills may pop itself up, you know, again, given especially with Ends, you know, coming up around the corner. And this was a good one to do, given the fact of all the murmurs and rumors that's going on with Halloween Ends and Copycat Killer and whatnot. This was a good follow-up from our last show.
I think so too. And it's the last Friday the 13th movie that actually
feels like a Friday the 13th movie.
Has that feeling and sound and smell and taste and vibe of those first four movies. You know, once you get to Friday the 13th Part 6, there's a change in tone, there's a change just in the way it's shot and its feeling and all that kind of stuff. And then from there on out, it doesn't have that old school vibe anymore. So 5's the last one.
You want some truth right now? I'm going to tell you, this is now for years, I've always said the way I rank the franchise is 2, 1, then 6, then 3, then 5. Now I definitely, because there's so, like you said, and you hit it on the nail. This movie on paper, one, it has the best fucking kills in the franchise, without a doubt. You know, creative kills. You know, fun. You know, over the top. What I want out of a Friday the 13th movie. Kills. You know, there's two very simple things I want in a Friday the 13th movie: good boobs and good kills, and I get them all in this one movie. So I gotta say, truthfully, this is probably my third favorite in the franchise. It definitely has jumped Part 6.
Right.
I have my feels for Part 6. Jason Lives. It's a great one. I love the fact that I'm like 40 minutes away from where they filmed the movie. Which is always cool to go, you know, up there. And not even if I'm not even doing a horror shoot, but like in the fall, it's very picturesque up there hanging out on the lake and shit. But yeah, there's just something about this movie that just really is aging very well with me. And it's just a good, fun Friday the 13th film. To go back and watch. And I was talking to someone in the comments section when we did our Halloween Ends trailer reaction a couple weeks ago, and they did bring up a valid point. But in the defense for this movie, I will say this: when the individual was talking about how one of the reasons they don't like about this movie is the fact that it's a copycat killer that is mimicking Jason, that you do get some movements and subtleties like Jason Voorhees, even though we really don't see Roy until about the third act of the film, because most of the kills are like they're leaving you in suspense on who the killer is. We're thinking it's Jason, but we don't really see it until about the third act, closely to the third act, I think.
Right.
Where you actually see the blue, hockey mask and all that fun stuff. In defense for this movie, like if Halloween Ends, for example, if Corey is this killer and Corey does do similar mannerisms as Michael in that.
And when
film.
When Tony says blue hockey mask, he's talking about the blue chevrons.
Okay.
Not blue. Not blue.
Not a
blue mask.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right.
Tony.
Yeah, right. Blue mask. No, the mask that I have up there,
blue,
it's my favorite mask in this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the blue little slashes there. Love the mask. Great design. Looks great. What I was saying with regards to Corey and Ends is that if Corey does mimic Michael, whether it's a sit-up, head tilt, things like that, we're going to rip it to shreds because we're all going to say the same thing. How the fuck does he know how to do all this shit and, all that stuff? In the 80s, they weren't thinking like that when they were making these movies. They weren't thinking, along the lines the way we have matured in age.
They didn't think that in 30 years there was going to be something called the internet and YouTube.
No.
And people are going to be going,
hang on, do you see that right there? Do you see that? You see that little shoelace right there?
It's like, holy fuck.
Exactly. Yeah. The thought process to these movies in the 80s, which is why I give this a pass in regards to that, is that they weren't thinking like that. We've had 30 plus years to evolve and mature with our movie watching and things that we would point out and be like, wait, continuity wise, or, whatever that wouldn't make like what we may, I can't say for sure what we may do come October if, in fact, that happens with the character with Corey and Halloween Ends. And if he's doing things like Michael, like it's going to be like, well, how would he know how to fucking do that?
Right,
you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's, been watching him for 40 years and it's not like there's video archives that he can pull up and be like, oh, so that's what he did when he was attacking Laurie in the Doyle house, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like in the Halloween world, that doesn't exist. So when this happens, and it's very subtle with some of the things Roy does in here in the directing. I think the director, if I'm not mistaken, was a porn director too.
I think he was. Yeah, I think you're right.
Directed porno movies.
Yeah, explains a lot.
Which does why we get the most boobs ever.
Yeah.
Which probably why this movie's jumping up quickly to be one of my faves. So I think in the 80s when they're directing the actor, oh God, what was his name that played Roy Burns? Oh my God.
Fucking
blank.
I know who you're talking about.
Thank you. The chat room will get my back on that.
I know who you're talking about.
You know what I mean? He probably saw the 3 and 4 and was like, well, do something like what he just did, and like Jason would do this, she'll do, you know what I mean? Like, because in when this was made in the mid 80s, like we said, they weren't thinking like we think now. You know what I mean? They weren't like, so that's why I give it a pass with regards to the copycat and similar type. If it was made today, then I would agree. But in the 80s, no, you got to kind of let that one slide just a little bit. Yeah,
I understand. No, it's a good point. There were a lot of things that, it's like I like that fans have become, like it's about balance, right? So it's not that we should just accept bad shit just because, maybe it slipped by or, it slipped by more regularly, maybe a long time ago. It doesn't mean that, but you can go too far and suck the life and fun out of things. And
absolutely.
And you should always, in my opinion, you should have standards. You should not accept crap just because somebody, says that you need to or something. But at the same time, it's a movie. And there are certain cinematic licenses and, that filmmakers will take because it works best in telling the story. It's more dramatic. It's more, it's like how you light a scene or how you light, a nighttime scene with moonlight. It doesn't look like that. Of course it's overdone. It's over maybe stylized, because it works best for the movie, because you're telling a story, and it's you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's not actually.
And it's like, and listen, it's not that I haven't done it too. I mean, there's been some movies where I've been like, but in a general sense, I think we fans and all of us need to always remember that sometimes if it's not completely accurate or if it's not 100% correct, it's a movie. And unless it's a biopic about somebody's life, just sit back and enjoy the movie, because sometimes it's best to just take those creative liberties because it works best in telling the story cinematically.
I was just, because Elvis comes out tomorrow on digital, totally getting it. And I was having this argument with someone on the fact that, look, in the reality of what happened in Elvis's Taking Care of Business logo, Priscilla designed it. She designed it in fact on a flight. She saw lightning outside a window or something, drew it down. Elvis loved it, and that's how the Taking Care of Business, the TCB. Those who don't know what I'm talking about.
I had that necklace in high school.
I've got a little thing over here.
Actually, it was my dad's, but I took it.
It's a replica thing, but it's not real. But anyways, he's wearing it as a kid, the lightning around his neck. You know what I mean? They took some creative liberties with that. You know what I mean? Like,
well, and what also was meant for Captain. What was it?
Captain. But a lot of people thought it was the Taking Care of Business thing. Right. Like, don't be so like, I wish so much that I could take people to today's movie going audience and just drop them in the 80s when we were growing up. They don't have the knowledge of what we know now, and just understand what you just said, how we just had fun
100%. And what was so, and what was so great about that time is that you didn't have replay. So what I mean by that is, you didn't have now you have instant replay. And now a movie comes out in a movie theater and it's on digital for everybody to scrutinize and analyze and go over for, the fine tooth comb within now it's like 45 days, and it's crazy. 35, 40 years ago, you would see a trailer on television or not. Maybe. No, I was just going to say, not even on television, really only in the movie theater is where you would see it, and you wouldn't see it anywhere else. And if you wanted to, and certainly back in like the 60s or the 70s, you didn't have home movies. There was no home movie market. It was only in the theater, and then it was gone forever until it wound up on network television. And back then there were only 3 networks anyway. So I mean, today.
Well, and that was the coolest thing, like what you said, and this is very true about trailers. Trailers were a really fucking cool thing back in the day when we would go see them when we would go to the movies as kids. You always anticipated, like, you wonder what trailer are you going to get. Now because of the internet, I almost don't even want to see the fucking trailer in the theaters, because you're going to get it on YouTube and every other social media platform. It's like we could skip the 20-minute trailers now.
Everybody, and because everybody has access to their opinions, and not, again, I don't say this to sound, I'm not trying to sound condescending when I say this. I'm not talking about anybody specific. I'm not talking about anybody in the chat room or anybody that's tuning in after them. I'm speaking in a general sense. We all know this, that the internet has made it very easy for people who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about to have an opinion and get on there and go, well, I think that the such and such and the blah, 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 and it's like, what are you talking? Get out of here. What do you, you know what I mean? And so it's like everybody, and everybody feels that everybody, it's just, we're so saturated with information and stuff and opinions and this and that and all these kinds of things. And everybody wants to get in on it, and everybody wants to have a say, and everybody's scrutinizing and analyzing and all this. Now, I know there's some people could say, well, isn't that what you were doing with the Halloween Ends teaser trailer? Well, yeah, because I have a YouTube channel, and there's an expectation, because I'm a Halloween guy, that I'm going to jump on and I'm going to do that, and but hopefully those who do tune into me will, remember and understand that I'm pretty balanced. I'm a pretty fair and balanced individual when I come to looking at a trailer or, offering theories and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the real sort of over the top, over analytical, where you remove all the fun out of it, or, whatever the case is. But, at the end of the day, if somebody wants to lump me and my Halloween shit into that, I can't control that. But who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? Me or the fact that you watch it? I mean, come on, have some, there's nobody to blame here but yourself, right? But anyway, the point I'm making is that, yeah, we do live in that. We live in that very hyper realistic. Everything's got to be so realistic now. Everything's got to be it has to be exactly how it is, true to life. And it's like, it's a movie, I mean, we should be able to suspend our disbelief a little bit. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I just remember though being a kid and just being super excited going to the movies and seeing the trailers before the movies. And now just because again with social media,
it's in like, your face every 3 seconds.
Exactly. So it's like the expectation of like, movie trailers now just isn't there anymore. And like I said, I almost wish they would do away with it because we do get these trailers way before we're seeing the movie. You know what I mean? For the most part anyways. Now we maybe they might, I guess the only way to really keep the audience more enticed and in love with trailers is that show a teaser and then maybe show the actual full trailer in front of a movie. So you get you get audience to to go. But the way the world runs now, they wouldn't do that. They got to get the product out there. They got to get it out. And they can't get it out fast enough.
And if we think it's bad now, wait till another 20 years from now. It'll be even worse. These things just continue to get worse. All right, so let's do this. So Tony and I are paused. I'm watching it off YouTube. Tony, I'm assuming, is watching it off iTunes. And we are both paused at the old school Paramount logo where it says a Golf Plus Western Company. All the stars are around the mountain. We're just paused right there. That is where we're paused. So if you want to line up your whatever, VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, I was about to say, no, this hasn't. No, it has, because there's that Friday the 13th box set now. Oh, no, excuse me. That was just a Blu-ray. That was just a Blu-ray box set. I don't think these movies have been released on 4K yet. I stand to be corrected.
I get the technology. I get the convenience of digital, but nothing beats VHS. No. There's just something about watching this on VHS.
If you're watching an old movie, yes, I totally agree. No, I don't think the Friday the 13th films have been released on 4K. I don't think so. But definitely Blu-ray. So maybe you're watching it on Blu-ray, who knows? Or maybe you're watching it on the old wood-burning television. I don't know. Okay, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Ooh, here we go. Ooh.
Oh, that's right. Corey Feldman's 2-second cameo.
Corey Feldman.
I think he was filming Goonies at this point, right?
He was, and this is shot in like somebody's backyard or something.
Backyard, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, and they did a great job. They needed to have Corey Feldman in there, so there's that sort of connective tissue continuity. There he is, yellow rain jacket. It's little Georgie from It. It's Georgie from It. There it is.
It's crazy to think, that he's filming. It's cool of him that he did this. First of all, that's number one. But it's crazy to think while this is happening, he's making arguably one of the greatest coming of ages adventure movies of all time. With the Goonies.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. And the Goonies was 85. The Goonies was the same year as this, was 85 as well. Yep.
And then, so how much time goes by after this? So does this movie take place in the 90s?
It must, because, well, I don't know. I am not an expert on the wonky, weird Friday the 13th timeline.
Well, because you got to figure Corey's 12 here? Yeah, 13?
Sure, yeah. And then, of course, Tommy is 25, maybe.
Way matured.
So
way matured.
It feels like it's at least 10 years more. Or maybe
the way
not.
He looks, yeah.
Maybe he's, I don't know, 19 or something. Maybe he's supposed to be 19. I don't know. It's at least 5 to 7 years later, I would say. Of course, there's going to be.
So this has got to be early 90s.
Yeah.
When you get to Tommy's timeline, as he's going to the hospital. Or the not hospital, but the little house there with all the delinquents.
The group home.
The group home, thank you.
Some Friday the 13th fan will pipe in.
It's actually November the 5th.
And then people get upset when I do that. It's like, but I'm making fun of I'm making fun of me too. If somebody was like,
my name's Dave McRae and I want to talk about Halloween,
I'd be like, that's exactly what I do. And it's like, because it's fun. It's satirical. It's not to be taken seriously. I know I literally don't sound like this. It's just, we're going to all poke fun at. Come on, we're all sweaty nerds. Jesus, have some fun. Christ, people are so serious and get so offended so easily. Yeah, this is well, they open the coffin here, right? And there's nobody. Is there anybody in it? I can't remember. Jason Voorhees. I remember when I was in elementary school, there was a kid that tried to convince me that his last name was Vanterhees. And I was like, it's not Vanterhees, it's Voorhees. And he's like, no, dude, it's Vanterhees. This is like prime 80s. This is like prime.
Jason Vanterhees.
Yeah. No, Vanter, Vanter.
Oh.
Yeah, Vanterhees. And I was like, it's not Vanterhees. There's no. And then he was like, yo, dude, my brother said, we're like 7, dude. My brother said it's Vanterhees. And I'm like, well, your brother's a fucking idiot. I probably didn't say it like that, but that's what I was thinking. Oh, now this is a dream that he's having, right?
Yeah, it's a dream sequence.
That's right. Yeah, Busta Rhymes, Rubber Vanterhees.
Boy,
Yeah, that's what he said.
That don't look 6 feet as far as
no, it
goes
doesn't.
With the grave.
It doesn't. It literally looks like 2 feet.
About 2 feet.
Yeah. He's just like, talk about a shallow grave. Holy snap and crap.
No, yeah, that was good.
Oh. No, I mean, again, it's good to have Corey here because, yes, there's that, feels like it's connected, obviously. Now, who is this? Is this the actor playing Roy Burns? I wonder.
Could be.
Might as well be. I mean, certainly not Brooker or White, I can tell you that.
No. Big, though, in the shoulders, for sure.
Yeah. It could be.
Looks like he's been hitting the gym hard while he's been laying down for a couple of years.
Padded it or something. I don't know.
That's true. Could be wearing shoulder pads like Michael in Halloween 4.
Blair Hathaway says, I went to college with Jason Vanterhees. Did you really know a Jason Vanterhees? If you did, that's hilarious. Oh, no.
Yeah, see, now he looks like he's in his mid-20s.
Yeah, like he looks like he's in his 20s.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what his character is. Maybe the actor actually is 25, but he's playing somebody who's like 19.
And not saying there's not adult group homes like where he's going to.
Oh, there's lots of them all over the place.
Absolutely. But he does look like he's aged at least. Oh, he's looking at a nudie magazine.
Yeah, Tom Morga. That's the name. Tom Morga. Tom Morga. It could be Tom Morga.
But clearly there's definitely a time jump.
Yeah. Oh, Blair says I kid. Okay. Just want to make sure because that would have been epic. That would have been epic. Here we go. Dun-dun. Let's turn this up a little bit.
That's not how you say it. I was doing it the way we used to do it back in the
days.
Ch-ch-ch. Ha. Ch-ch-ch. That's not how it says. I love this hockey mask. That's why I got it on. It is my favorite in the. Besides Sackhead's look, it's my favorite hockey mask look. It's just a cool fucking looking mask.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the red too. The red's cool, but that's.
Oh, it stands out. It's different. And again, you have this classic sort of Friday the 13th intro, white text on a black screen, just, the music.
Yeah, because does 6 do that? No, 6 does the James Bond looking type thing.
No, 6 is a completely different sort of like it's a change.
It's Nightmare on Elm Street 3. It's the MTV of the franchise.
Right, 100%. And that's why it's a
MTV
fan favorite.
got the budget to do something, and that's what they did.
I don't dislike 6. But
no, it's a good fun watch.
But it's not. I don't know. I guess I'm just not fun. That's why my favorites are the first 4.
For me, with this, that's why this moved up into that 3rd slot, because it's, for me, Friday 5 just has a fun rewatchability because it's what I want.
Isn't this the enchiladas one?
This is the enchiladas one. You got over the top kills, pretty women, boobs, all that stuff. I don't need a complex storyline and
beer, bowel movement, and babes. No,
cool looking mask. Listen,
you got beer, you got bowel movements, you got boobs and babes. I mean, it's you're gonna get your 4 Bs. You got your 4 Bs.
That's all I need in a Friday movie.
That's all you need.
That's it.
Babes, boobs.
I don't need anything complicated.
No, babes, boobs, bowel movements, and beer. That's.
And the other thing too, this Pinehurst Youth Development Center where they're at.
Yes.
I feel like it's at somewhere close within the vicinity of Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it could be in the town, it could be in the neighboring town.
That's right.
Because it has that aesthetic look of 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yes. Beer, bowel movements, babe.
And babes,
but
4 Bs.
The 4 Bs. However, if you have babes, boobs, and beer, but no bowel movements, well, it just
doesn't work.
It just doesn't work.
We're at the timestamp. We're at 8 minutes and 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Yep. Yeah, that just doesn't work. I love the way you said that.
You need the bowel movement.
You need the bowel movements in there. I don't care. You're 4 Bs in a horror movie. I'm telling you, that's what they are. You got no bowel movements. You have no movie as far as I'm concerned. That'd be fun.
Well, think about when Michael kills what's his name there in the bathroom when he's taking a dump in Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Well, there you go. You see, you got the bowel movement. You got the bowel movement there. That's what it's all about. Yeah. And then we don't know in Halloween H2O what the woman or the kid would. I mean, it might have been a bowel movement.
Just started.
It might have been a bowel movement. We don't know.
I know she gets a lot of flack. She's an okay Friday final girl.
I've always liked this girl as a Friday girl. Yeah. I actually I have to admit, this is an impulse sort of knee-jerk reaction, but I think I might like her better than the girl in 4. Is it because maybe we get more time with her, maybe?
You mean Tommy's sister?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I won't say Kristen. Not Kristen. Is it Kristen?
I can't remember. Is it because we get more time with this girl, maybe? Or maybe she's
probably.
I don't know. I can't remember. I got to watch 4.
I mean, look, she's not Amy Steele. Amy's my girl.
No.
But she's a decent Friday final girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. By the way, folks, there's a poll happening, 165 votes. The poll is, what do you think of Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning? The options are always loved it. It's underrated. 47% of you have chosen that. Didn't like it, but now I do. 15%. Always hated it. No Jason. 4%. And meh, it's okay. 35%. So far, out of 166 votes, a lot of people
that was Tommy's
like
sister's name.
Trish, that's
Cody.
right.
Yeah.
That's right, Trish. Yeah, no, I like Trish. I do, but I can't. Maybe I like that. I don't know. I haven't seen these movies.
I hear you. No, I like her. I'd say if I were to rank the Friday girls, it would. Well, for me, it would be obviously Amy Steele. Ginny. I know it's not how you pronounce it.
It's Ginny.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Well, you always do that. It's you're just fucking around. Well, because people take things so seriously.
I know.
Look for every kind of
Meg. Shut up, Meg. Megan from Friday 6. Love her. Good old Jennifer Cook. And then after that, I got to go with the classic Adrienne King.
I think we should rate the bowel movements. I think we should do a show where we rate horror bowel movements.
That'd be funny.
That actually would be a really fun show.
That would be funny. Yeah. Pull up movie clips.
Top 10 bowel movements in horror
number
movies.
1, you got to give it to what's his name from Dumb and Dumber, Jeff Daniels.
No. Top 10 bowel movements in horror. Top 10 bowel movements in horror. That'd be so funny.
That would.
And people would tune in.
And then this girl, I'd put her in the 4th spot as far as ranking the Friday girls.
I think my favorite Friday girl. Yeah, it's probably. Oh, excuse me. It's probably between Ginny and
Adrienne King.
No, not Adrienne King. I don't dislike Adrienne King or anything. She's classic. She's the first. Probably between Ginny and maybe Chris from 3, but
3.
I don't know. I got to watch these again. I like that. I like that callback.
Ginny or Laurie Strode. Ginny any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
I like that callback. The photo he was looking at to his mom and his sister from the...
His sister.
But now, do we know, do they even mention what happened to his sister? Because
we know the mom died, right?
Yeah, I think so. But at the end of 4...
No, we don't know what happened to the sister.
So they never mention. Because...
She just kind of drops off the planet.
Because I love the ending of 4.
She's not in 6, right? And that's Tommy.
Yeah, no. I love the ending of 4 because it's just that hug and just that look on Corey Feldman's face, freeze frame, cut to black, roll credits. That would have been a great end to the entire series. Because then you're kind of like, what the fuck? Is he gonna, it's kind of like a Halloween 4 ending, sort of. Not as dramatic, but same kind of thing. It would have been great. But of course, you have to just end it. You can't go on because the second you go on, well, then you just ruin it. But
and this dude's probably got one of the greatest screams in the whole franchise.
Wasn't he on the Cosby Show? Was he on the Cosby Show as like Rudy's boyfriend or something?
I almost said Different Strokes, but that's what's his name.
No, not as a regular. I thought he was on like as a guest star or something like a.
I think you're right. And I actually think he might have been a guest star on Different Strokes too.
Maybe. I like his character a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I like his character a lot. Now, would you have liked to have seen this actor return as Tommy in 6, or are you glad we got Tom Matthews?
Yeah, Tom Matthews is great.
Okay.
Yeah. This guy, he's all right. He's, I'm not hating on him as Tommy, but
well, he's playing by the time you get to 6, Tommy is sort of better. Do you know what I mean? He's better. Yeah. He's kind of recuperated. Right now, he seems a little sort of kind of mopey and, emo because he's been through a lot and he's never seeked the help. He's suffering from psychological trauma, and clearly it's like maybe 5, 6, 7 years removed from that time. So he's been dealing with this. So yeah, he is. Well, he is mopey. Yeah.
I can kind of believe that Corey Feldman's Tommy Jarvis and Tom Matthews, Tommy Jarvis in Part 6, I can believe that's the same individual. This guy who's playing Tommy Jarvis, I don't know. I'm having a hard time believing that it's Tommy Jarvis. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it.
Well, it also could be that he looks absolutely nothing like Corey Feldman as a kid.
Tom Matthews doesn't look.
No, he doesn't. Corey Feldman. I think he wins you over because he's not mopey, and he's
and he looks like he's in his 30s.
He does. It's true. 6. He does. And people are saying you are right. He was Arnold's friend on Different Strokes.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're right. I was wrong. It was Different Strokes. What you talking about, Willis?
You talking about Willis?
I remember watching this as a kid and being so fascinated by when like the guy like hacks up that kid and being like, what? It was like that
when he flips out. Yeah.
It was like the most epic thing I'd ever seen.
There she is, Deborah Voorhees.
Yeah.
One of the best set of boobs in this whole franchise. And I'm not really a boob guy, but I got no complaints.
Yeah.
I'm more of an ass man.
Boobs, babes, beer, and bowel movements. We should start a new show called Boobs, Babes, Beer, and Bowel Movements.
Well, I mean, come on, because boobs are stupendous.
Oh, God. That line.
Another great line from a Friday movie.
Did that have a bowel movement in it?
In part, or the remake?
Yeah. Was there a bowel movement in there? Oh, here. I love this woman.
Oh, she's awesome.
You damn dildo. I think she calls her husband a dildo, right? Is Frank Riker in the chat? Oh, Darren's in the chat. Hey, Darren. He'll be able to tell me. Darren's an expert on dildo. No, it's because they joke about this over on TSL a lot. And they started doing conventions, these two. These two right here.
Have they?
Yes.
The mom and the son?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I think, I'm
cool.
not sure if Sean Clark reps them or not. He might. But yeah, they started, I saw some photos and I was like, get that. Really? That's hilarious. I wonder if you could ask for a photo of her signing it. Would she sign, you damn dildo? I wonder if she actually. Maybe.
Might not be PC today.
That's true. That is, I know. It's maybe not. She probably would be like, yeah, no, I think I won't. Yep. Yeah, see, look at him. He's all emo. He's all like depressed. And I get it. I get why. But I think that's one of the reasons why people never really took to him, because he's just a fucking downer in this movie. Well, yeah, he's a real fucking downer in this movie. You know, he's the polar opposite of Matthews in 6.
A couple of weeks ago, I was thinking to myself, like, they really, if they didn't have him in this movie, he wouldn't have been missed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because the movie on its own, without him, it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's got great kills and everything.
Yeah.
And it's got all the right ingredients to a Friday the 13th movie. And I think that kill you're talking about is about to happen.
Oh, here we go. Here it is. Because he's eating a chocolate bar as well.
Chocolate bar,
He's
yeah.
or
he just
candy bar, as you guys
off.
say in the United States.
I mean, like, he goes all fucking.
Does.
What's her name? Lizzie Borden.
Oh, like crazy, insane. And I always remember, like, as a kid being very, like, just like, wow, he was chopped up. Like, that's epic. So I did watch this movie as a kid quite a bit.
Yeah, I usually,
but
once, maybe twice a year, I'll pop this on.
But it was always known as a kid. It was always known as the one without Jason. You know what I mean? Like how Halloween 3 is like the one without Michael. Yeah. But that's what it was like when you were a kid, right?
Oh yeah, I know. The one without Jason.
Now this there's a great track in this a great song in this movie. With what's her face when she's in her room dancing
when she's
alone.
Doing the robot.
Yeah. That's a what the hell's that track called again? That's a great track. That's a great song. I like it a lot.
Oh, I love her character, that kind of punk 80s.
You would.
Yeah. Of course I would. Girl with an attitude. That's my kind of girl.
Come on, give this guy a chance. This guy should go hang out with what's his face from 3? Shelley. He's kind of the Shelley of this
little bit
movie.
Little bit of Shelley vibe.
I think one of these girls should give him a chance. Look at him. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Come on.
Nice guys finish last.
Oh, come on. He's hot.
Hey, Vic. Get lost. Come on, don't be like that. Let me help you with the wood today. And anyway, I got 2 chocolate bars, see?
Obviously, they're playing him like he's more of a simple-minded character, obviously. Means well. First of all, if Vic is capable... Wait a minute. Is Vic one of the patients there? Like one of the...
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, why would you put an axe in his head?
40s.
He looks like he's... Yeah, he does. Okay, now let's think about this realistically. Why would you put an axe into this man's hand?
My internet connection is unstable.
Well, you sound okay. You look good.
Did you see that?
I did see it, but it could just be a fleeting thing because you're okay now. Here it comes. Here it comes. I'm turning this up. Why would you put an axe in this man's hand if he's capable of this? Why would you do this?
That's the way you feel. Forget it, Vic.
Here it comes.
Forget it. But I think you're really out of line.
Oh, that did it. Oh!
There he is.
Fuck.
Good old Roy.
If he literally loses it from "you're out of line," he should never have had an axe in his hand. You're just axing.
80s movies, man.
Look at that. I always found that like, wow, all that blood being chopped up and stuff.
Are we still good?
Yeah. Yeah, you seem fine. Let me see here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you
I
seem
think
fine.
we froze for a minute.
No, you seem fine. Frank says they gave Vic an axe because they don't have guns. Yeah, but it's like, why would you? This place would be. I would be. You know what? I kind of side with Roy on this one.
Absolutely.
But I would take out I would leave everybody else and take out the, like the person responsible for putting. Wouldn't he already know? Like, is Roy like? How do you keep it together?
And that's his kid, right?
Yeah, it's his son, I think.
Yeah.
How do you keep it together, man? How do you keep it together? Whew. Look at this guy. Come on,
Good old Roy.
Get your hands dirty. See, that would have been the first guy I would have taken out. This loser right here. He's keeping it together pretty well. And there's the look. There it is. That's the I'm Jason in this movie, bitch. Oh. I forget this character's name.
That's right. This is the we dropped the C word. Can't do that today in movies. Well, you could, but I guess it would be all in this in the context of the scene.
Yep. Yeah. No way, I refuse to do this. Come on, man.
Yeah, these are
why these guys
Roy's,
look like they're out of the 50s. Yeah, it's true. He just takes it out.
You know, you still had a little bit of that look in the 80s, especially when in the metal scene and punk scene, you know, that 50s style look. There was a little bit of that still going on with some of
these guys don't look like they're into metal
in the 80s.
Yeah, a little bit. They're little. They look more like greasers, you know, like kind of from the 50s. Whatever, it's not a big deal because we didn't think about it back then. We were just like, this is great.
Two dudes who were just about to die.
Yeah.
2 dudes and some kills.
2 dudes and some kills.
That's what we should have called the show. 2 dudes and some kills. Damn it.
2 dudes and some kills. 2 dudes.
I don't think YouTube would have appreciated that though.
What about 2 dudes and a bowel movement?
We can do it while we're sitting on the toilet.
That'd
be awesome. We
do the show from our washroom while we're on the toilet.
Yes.
Yeah,
it would be awesome. That's like, why didn't we think of that?
Look at this ass shot of this guy here. Look, like he's even got the Converse and everything. He's right out of the 50s, man. Roy. Aw, you poor little bunny. Oh, false sense of security. Here it comes. You're going down, bitch. And we never really know where he got the mask either, right? I don't think we do.
No. This is a good kill.
Yep. Yeah, it goes into his mouth, right? I think. Yeah. I think he sticks it right in his mouth. Well, that's what comes. Oh. That was pretty intense.
That's Roy Burns' official first kill.
Yep. It was a flare right into the guy's mouth. I love how he's just like limped over. He's just limped over, like, you know, looking at the engine. It's intense. It's intense. I'm going to kick your ass. Come on now. Come on, everybody. This ain't starting. Doesn't he come up on the back seat and slice his neck, I think? I think he does, right?
I can definitely tell this was a very improv scene. I don't think a scriptwriter would have written it that way.
No, it would have just been that's it.
I just the way he was acting, I'm like, I could tell that they totally improv this.
Yeah, there was probably
this
something.
This is what I want you to do. Go in the car,
right?
You know, banter with yourself a little bit, and then Roy, you do your thing.
Yeah, it was probably something like that.
Now we're back to Emo Tommy.
Emo Tommy. That's right. This is Emo Tom. We're going to call him Emo Tom.
Emo Tom.
Emo Tom. There he is.
Who was ripped as shit,
He's
though.
fucking cut.
He
He's
is
jacked.
ripped.
He is
Not jacked. He's ripped.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, he's
like
just,
me in high school.
I'm just
like how I
saying.
was in high school,
I'm just saying
ripped.
he's. Yeah, he's. And where does he find the time? Well, I guess that's all he does is work out. Now, forgive me because I don't know. Did this actor go on to do anything else? I mean, obviously he probably did, but I mean, anything else of any
Not that I know of.
notable
Look
stuff?
at him,
whatever?
man. Dude's got like a 15-pack.
Yeah, he's looking at him. He's like, I need my pills. I need my roids. I need my roids. Ugh! I like that. I've always liked that. Turning around because he sees the Jason that he last remembers, right? You know, with the gash in the mask and all that kind of stuff. Like it looks like Jason from Friday 4. So I've always liked that. Yeah. I think they should
I wasn't jacked in high school. I was ripped in high school like that guy. That guy's more ripped. He's not jacked.
Yeah, no, I know.
He's more lean muscle. That was more my physique in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Well, because I weighed probably about, I don't know, 150 pounds, 145 pounds.
Yep. I want to see a spinoff with this kid. I think bring the kid back because he doesn't die, right? Bring the kid back.
What, do another Copycat Friday?
And it's him.
I don't know how fans would warm up to that without Jason.
No, I'm obviously being. Can you imagine we're doing a direct sequel to 5, and it's with this guy? No, I want. Oh no, he's dead. He's dead. The guy here. I love this guy's hair. Does he have a stutter?
I mean, I don't know if they're going to do it. I mean, I still would love to see Amy Steele come back for another, but yeah, I don't know if that's what they're going to do now with the franchise. Am I hearing true? Is there truth behind that they're doing a new Nightmare movie, or one is in the works, or one is happening?
I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about that.
Okay, then it was a bogus post. That's what I thought.
Haven't heard anything. I don't think the rights have been settled with anybody yet.
Settled yet?
Yeah.
I love that girl, man.
Dun.
Love the hair, the black punk look. Absolutely. Yeah. I am feeling it. Got her Walkman on the side so she can listen to her tunes. Yep. Fireplace is fucking huge.
Yeah, you could throw people in there. This guy's responsible.
I'm just noticing that now. Like, that fireplace is fucking huge.
I want to know who put the axe in his hand, in that guy's hand. That's what I want to know. Looks like he's walked into a Gene commercial. Or like, he's ready for his Gene commercial. His Levi's jeans. This guy looks like he's right out of Highway to Heaven.
Or either that or Dallas.
Or or Dynasty.
Who shot JR?
That's right. Dallas or Dynasty.
Dude, my grandfather, I couldn't get into that. I got into Cheers. He passed Cheers on to me, but Dallas, no. Yeah. But he was a big fan of Dallas. He liked that show.
Yeah. I remember the show. That's it.
Isn't Patrick Duffy? Yeah, Patrick Duffy's on that show. The guy who's in Step by Step.
I think so. Yep. Oh, dude, he's beating the shit out of him.
Tommy's gone Mike Tyson on his ass.
Holy shit. I think they were setting this movie up to make you think that Tommy was the killer.
Tommy's the killer.
Yeah. They were totally doing that.
Oh, back to our favorite mom and son.
You damn dildo. Have we missed that part yet?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Shay.
Hey, by the way, a little fun fact. There was a Halloween episode of Highway to Heaven. And if you watch it, you can see it when you, especially when they're in the house.
Yeah.
It is the house of it's the Wallace house. that they filmed the interiors. You can see the staircase and everything, and it looks a little different than obviously 78 when they filmed Halloween there.
Right. And what show is this?
Highway to Heaven.
Oh, okay.
But the reason why is because Michael Landon was a big fan of the original Halloween. So when they filmed a Halloween episode for Highway to Heaven, I forget what season it is, he wanted to shoot at one of the locations where they filmed Halloween, and they filmed inside the Wallace house.
Right.
So,
cool.
I can't remember. You have to look it up. I can't remember what season or which episode it was, but if you look it up, and the cool thing is because the Wallace house we pretty much see in Halloween, it's dark. We don't get it in this episode of Highway to Heaven, it's lit up. So it's interesting to see how it looks, compared to the movie and the TV show.
Right.
So I thought that was really cool of Michael Landon to do that, because he was a fan of the movie.
Yeah.
That's what the world needs right now, is a good old Michael Landon TV show.
Here it is. Would you shut your trap? You know you ain't so pretty yourself. I ain't so pretty. I know. Oh, I thought it was here. Maybe it's not. Maybe I missed it. Let's fucking find these people.
She's great.
Such a
so
great,
over the top redneck.
I know. It's so great.
It's great.
Look at those police uniforms. And there's Roy just on the job, going back to the scene of the
Picking
crime.
up his victim.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, it is a great way to mask yourself.
Oh, it's true. It's true. Yeah. Look at him. He's all happy. He's all proud now. Did he attend his son's funeral? That's what I want to know. Did he attend his son's funeral?
Is that the only line he has in the movie?
It might
you
be.
Talking to me, Sheriff?
It might be. Wow.
Jason talks in this movie.
I was just going to say, from a certain point of view, Jason talks in this movie.
It's not Jason, Dave.
I know. Do. The fuck? This is a douchebag. Or is this the... Wait, is this the... Yeah, that's right.
There's Donna.
Oh, Donna. Oh, I had a girl. Donna was her name.
An unnecessary boob shot scene, but hey, thanks.
Oh, it's completely unnecessary.
No, Lana.
Oh, it's Lana. It's not Donna? Okay, well, then I can't sing the Richie Valens Donna song.
Then it's
Lana.
It's Smallville. It's Smallville.
Had a girl, Lana.
Clark didn't come to the rescue in time.
Look at this guy. He looks like a wormy, slimy little porn star. Like a wannabe sort of like slimy.
This actress died of cancer?
Did she really?
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Earthquake Kingdom said.
That's too bad. Oh, he might be talking about Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, yeah. That's why I got the Grease album up there. Little love for Sandy D.
I think Olivia Newton-John. Yeah, I think she died of breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
Yeah, just
she fought it 30 years, man.
She did. Here it is. Unnecessary.
There it is. Now, why we don't need it, but thank you.
And ladies.
I love it.
Ladies, do you ever stand in front of the mirror by yourself with nobody around and just go, woo?
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Dude, are you kidding me?
No.
Yeah, they do. That's why they got Dude, there's no girl out there who's going to deny the fact that they don't take a selfie of themselves in front of the mirror when they're in their birthday suit. That's how those pictures end up surfacing on the internet.
Well, sure, if it's for somebody, I'm like she was completely alone. She's not taking a photo. She's just in her work bathroom, and it's like she's getting more excited over her own breasts than he is. I'm being difficult.
See, Daisy says yes, sure do.
Oh, there you go. Sure, I do. There you go. See, yeah, we all do it. We guys do it too. Yeah, for the crotchular area, we always go, yeah, look, yeah. This girl.
It's a vanity thing. There's nothing wrong with that. People,
No, but I'm not saying. No, but I'm talking about
doing what she did.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody goes, oh, look, by yourself, nobody around. Woo!
Yeah, you're not having. Well, at the time would have been phone sex, right?
Right. I get if you're taking a photo for your partner or something, but it's just funny. It's funny. It's clearly just because the director was like, we need a boob shot in this movie. We're 30 minutes in now.
Absolutely, and I appreciate it.
There you go. Boobs.
Is this the first boobs in the movie? I think it is.
I think it is, yeah.
I think it is the first boob shot.
Yeah. So we've had we have had our first boobs. Have we had the beer yet? I don't know if we've had the beer yet.
Well, he did cocaine. He did
Okay, well, that's a good substitute right there. Yeah. And then bowel movement's coming up. Enchilada bowel movement. That's in here. Spring break, that's right. Yeah, but that's not for no reason, Frank. I'm talking about at home alone on a Tuesday for no reason. I love that head. That was clearly a fake head. That was clearly a fake head.
I'll tell you this.
But it was amazing. It was amazing.
When you watch it on VHS, it looks better.
Yeah, of course it would.
When you watch it digitally, you're like,
yes.
You know.
Yeah, totally.
So what are we up to already? Are we going to count the dream sequence as kills at the beginning?
I don't know. I haven't even been counting the kills. I have no idea.
So because we got those two, right?
Yeah,
and we got Roy's kid, and then we got the two dudes, greasers, Billy. Lana's about to get it. So that's 7 kills if you count the dream sequence. 5 kills without it. And we're only...
And she's into the cocaine.
38 minutes into the movie.
Yeah. Oh, there he is with the blood dripping axe. I think he just should have used that axe for the whole film.
Absolutely.
Billy. Oh, you don't see too much though, do you? A lot of it is off screen. That's interesting. Like, I mean, you see the end result here, but you don't actually see they could have made that gorier. You could have seen like blood.
Well, weren't there certain
spilling
scenes
out
that
of
they
her.
were cut? Like my girl, the punk girl there, didn't she have more of a grotesque scene in her kill and they dialed it back some? Now, isn't this scene, I've heard the rumors now when filming this, that when the person who's dressed as Jason in the stream sequence, the dude, when he's looking up towards the window, Dick Warlock was actually there mooning him or some shit. Because I know Dick Warlock was on set.
Oh, okay.
And I've heard stories that this shot of Jason looking up, Dick Warlock went in the window and just was kind of fucking around with him. Because I know this movie's where you get that iconic picture of Dick with, Michael's mask and the guy playing Jason.
Is it this? Because this would have been 80. I thought that was earlier. I thought that was...
No, that was this. That was this movie. That's where that photo comes. It's a behind the scenes on set photo, and it comes from this movie.
Why would Dick...
Warlock was on set for this.
But isn't Dick Warlock in his Michael Myers outfit in that photo? Well, why would he be in his Myers outfit if this is...
He's just fucking around. He's just there. He was just fucking around.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know that. I thought that was from earlier.
Warlock was the stunt coordinator for this film. Well, that would explain why he's there.
But why would he have the Myers outfit? That's weird.
Just brought it on set. Just fuck around.
I thought that was from earlier. I thought that was from like...
No, if you Google it, you'll see it. You'll see the...
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I'll take your word for it. I don't know. I know the photo you're talking about, but I don't know much about its story. So
what's the rumor, Blair, that Dick was there or Dick was mooning him at the window? Because Dick was there.
Well, maybe Dick took a shit on the window. Like maybe that's what happened. Maybe Dick took a shit and smeared it on the window. I mean, who knows, really, at the end of the day, if there's a gigantic like bowel movement. I mean, that would be your behind the scenes bowel movement.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, I love it.
We're gonna have to do an episode on that, ranking the top 10 bowel movements.
top 10 horror. No, top 10 horror. Top 10 slasher bowel movements.
No, because we're not gonna get what's his name from Dumb and Dumber, man. Because honestly,
I know, but
he's number one.
I know, but I top 10 horror. Oh, here you go. You're getting more boobs here. There you go.
Deborah Voorhees.
Yep. Deborah. writer, director of, what is it? The movie she just released? My
Boobs?
No, no, what's it called? Fanboy. What's the hell's the name of that movie? She just released. She wrote, directed it.
I don't know.
Something Fanboy. God, why am I blanking on it? I don't know why I'm blanking on it. The chat room will immediately know because a lot of people have seen it. I still haven't seen it, actually. I got to watch it, but the chat room will know. Get back here. 13 Fanboy. That's it. 13 Fanboy. Get back here. Get back here. Come on, baby. Come on. Like, really, all these movies are just sequences of teen angst running around, being flirty and sexual, and then dying. And that's it.
That's it.
That's
all you need. That's all you. That's the formula to make a Friday the 13th movie.
Well, it is.
That's it.
It is, and it was sustainable in the 80s because it was the 80s. But I don't think that's sustainable now. I think you can get one now.
Not with the PC audience of today.
Well, no, and just the attention too, right? I don't think you could get 5 of these movies today. It'd be like, what the fuck? It's just the same movie over and over again. I mean, really, the Friday the 13th movies are just really the same movie over and over again. Really, different locations, slightly different kind of sequence of events, but. It is what it is.
Now we're going to have sex. Because that's how it should be done. Smoke your weed, then you have sex. The greatest set of boobs
now that's
in this franchise.
This guy,
Peeping Tom.
It's Peeping Tom. Look at this guy. I think he dies, right? He gets the axe.
I don't know if I want to call it as the greatest set in
Jason.
Horror, but she definitely would be up there. Definitely in this franchise.
There it is. Oh! Now they don't hear that? Nah, they're too busy. They're too busy.
They're getting it on. Kelly Meekers, although you don't really see it, so I can't give her cred.
He's just go off. See, now he's going off to have a bowel movement. See, this, I'm telling you, this is what this movie is. It's what this movie is, folks.
Recreating this shot was a lot of fun, and she was a really cool girl to.
That's right. You did recreate this shot.
Yeah, and we didn't hold back. We recreated.
No, you did, but it was classy
to a T.
But it was very classy. What you did
for YouTube for Instagram, I had to just kind of fade out the nip a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, she was. That was cool for her to do that with me.
You did a good job. I remember those photos, and they were very classy, done very classy. If you know what I mean. It wasn't. I didn't feel that you were exploiting anything. Let's just put it that way.
And she didn't feel exploited either. She loved doing it.
Yeah. Right into the eyes. We should have seen her eyeballs, like as he lifts back.
I wonder if there's a cut scene of that. I wonder if there's like a deleted scene or something that you would see the immediate after effect.
Yeah, like just, and he's coming back. He's like, oh, I just took a shit. I feel great. I guess he took a shit in the water.
Because it just, and didn't wipe himself.
People watching this after the fact are going to be commenting going, this is like Dave's obsessed with people taking shits in this. Oh man, I love it. Coming back, hey baby. Doesn't he get it?
And I recreated that shot as well too.
Yes, you did.
The after kill.
Yes, you did. I remember that.
But I was I had Roy in the shot. That was the only difference.
Yeah. I'd be like, what the fuck? We should have seen like one eyeball like floating in the pool of blood. Oh yeah, that's right. This would hurt.
I recreated this, but instead of using the horse strap that he's using, I did the barbed wire around the neck. That was my twist on doing that. I had a lot of fun doing this Friday 5 photo shoot. That was a fun day.
Gray Helm says, Dave, you kinky. No, not Not like that. Not like that. I definitely no poop, no urine. Hey, all
no
power
golden
to you.
showers?
No golden showers. I didn't have one. I don't do it. Okay, I did not ask Stormy Daniels to pee on me. Okay, I did not. That's disgusting. Whatever floats your boat, but yeah, I just don't understand how people find that, or how there are people out there that I just don't get it. But hey, all power to you. I know you're just kidding, by the way, too. I'm just busting your balls. What is Tommy doing here? It almost looks like he's like, you know, kind of attending to himself a little bit. Doesn't it kind of look like that? Like he's attending to himself?
A little bit.
It's a little bit. This movie's got some weird. Well, hey, it was directed by a porn director,
guy,
so you know, even those little nuanced kind of things, you're like, what is he doing over there? Why is he just, you know? This chat room, God. Let's take it back. Let's bring it in. Let's reel it in, folks. Let's reel it in. We don't want that chat room to get too out of hand. Let's reel it back in, folks. Yeah, this guy looks like he should be on Dallas. Highway to Heaven. He kind of has a Michael Landon look a little bit, eh? Just a little bit. Like a little kind of maybe like his brother or his cousin, maybe?
Are my horror pictures available? I'm starting to share some of them again on my personal Facebook, but there is a significant screening process to let people on my personal account because, and I'm not meaning this to be disrespectful or anything, but my family's on there. You know what I mean? Friends that I grew up with in high school. Dave's obviously connected with me on there. You know, people I know I can trust, people I know who aren't going to be, you know, cause I had issues on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, little by little, I'm adding more people and whatnot. But on Facebook, on my personal Facebook, I'm sharing everything, whether it's mixing music related stuff and actually making music, because I've started doing a lot of that now, creating beats and stuff, and then my photography, and then the horror stuff and whatnot. So, like I said, if I feel comfortable enough, I'll connect you with me on there. So, but yeah, it's nowhere else. It's not like the Instagram account is gone. So yeah. Can you purchase? No, you can't purchase any of the photos from me. They're copyright, dude. I'd get in so much trouble if I did that. The characters are copyright, I should say. The enchilada man.
Enchiladas. Is this his brother?
Sweet T's on there. Connected with Sweet T on Facebook.
Is this? She looks like a woman of the night, let's say. Is this
Daisy? Just send me a message on Instagram, and I'll send you my Facebook link.
Is this are they brothers or his cousin or something?
Yes,
they're brothers. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Has Tommy uttered a word in this movie yet? Adult Tommy? No, I don't even think.
A little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a little bit of that, I think.
Damn enchilada. My favorite kill, Chester, in this part 5. Ooh, that's tough because they're all really they're fun kills. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm probably going to go with Deborah Voorhees because that was the first one I recreated when I did the photo shoot. It's just with the hedge clippers there, man. It's just it's a brutal kill. It really is. What about you, Dave? Your favorite kill
in this
movie? This movie.
I kind of like it when what's his face is riding the motorbike around, and he's like,
the redneck son.
Yeah, and he's just fucking, and then all of a sudden the fucking like, and then
it's actually about to happen.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, it's happening.
No, isn't it raining out? I think.
I can't remember. It's happening soon. It's happening soon. And it like clean off his head, just clean off his head. You know what I mean? Or off his neck, I should say. It's kind of fun.
Well, geeked out music. Who would win, Tommy Jarvis versus Tommy Doyle? Probably Jarvis, since he beat Jason, and Tommy got punked out by Michael within like 2 seconds.
Who would win, Tommy Friday 5 or Tommy Friday 6? I love fans when they do that. Who would win? Who would win in a fight? Who would win in a fight? Well, what are the circumstances? What? Dave, just answer the question. Stop being so difficult. Oh!
Dude, I'm telling you.
He knows how to
Tommy
throw
was
down.
trained by Mike Tyson.
He knows how to throw down, man. He's got great form. Look at him going. Oh, look at this. Whoa! Of course, look who he's also fighting. You know, not a lot of resistance there, but still. Yeah, he's beating him down. Tommy! Okay, I just want to say something. This group home is not doing a very good job.
No.
If within side of like a week, we have them handing a fucking axe to one of their patients who murders one of the other people, and Tommy has already tried to beat the shit out of one of the other guys. Now he's beating the shit.
A fight earlier.
That's what I'm talking about. And then now he's beating the shit out of this guy, and it's like, what is this group home? It's like no holds barred. Every patient,
Absolutely.
quote unquote, for themselves. Crazy. I wouldn't feel comfortable being there or sending a loved one there. What the hell is going on? It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Damn enchiladas.
Damn. Here it is. Doesn't he get? Look at his face.
He looks like he's getting head. He does. I'm just saying. He does.
It kind of does. It kind of does. It kind of does. Like if they petted down, if they petted down and you saw a woman there, I'd be like, well, I get it. I get it.
Absolutely.
I understand.
Someone's gonna have to screenshot that and make that a meme now.
Doesn't she get it too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think you're right. Look at that toilet paper. At least there's a lot of toilet paper on the roll. He's going to need it after those enchiladas. This guy looks like he's right out of a thriller video or something.
He definitely looks more with the leather, the type of leather outfit he's got. He looks more 80s than the other two 50s guys.
Correct. Yes. I absolutely agree with that. No, the other guys looked like they had jumped. They used the DeLorean to jump into the future. Yeah. Ooh, baby, ooh. I got to turn this up.
Because, that's what I want to do when I'm going number 2.
Yeah.
Sing, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
It's totally true.
Hey, girl, what's up?
Hey, baby, what's up? Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby. Yeah, nobody you don't want to do anything when you're on the toilet. You just want to do your business. No one wants to be left alone. Nobody wants to sing or, hey, everybody.
Oh, that's right. She was an off-screen kill. You just see the end result. You don't see the.
Yeah. He's going crazy. Wow! I like that. That came through with some force. Yeah, Aaron clicks right. It's so romantic, taking his shit. Ooh, baby. Oh man, that would hurt. What's he?
Does this Friday have the highest death toll?
I don't know.
If you include the dream sequence.
Let me do a quick Google search.
In the Friday franchise, not of all horror movies.
Let's see here. Which Friday the 13th movie has the most kills? Jason Goes to Hell, apparently.
Really?
Jason Goes to Hell.
Guess that.
This is according to
GameSpot.
Jason Goes to Hell not only has a ridiculous plot, but it has the most Jason Voorhees kills in the franchise.
All right. What's next after that?
Oh,
This?
hang on a sec here. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's why. I don't know if it's going to tell us. Oh yeah. Next after. Hang on. So is it in order? No, it's not. It's not. No, that wasn't what I was looking at. Here we go. This is it. Let's see. Did they give us a ranking, or do they just tell us? Oh. Okay, it's Jason Voorhees killed. Because there's no Jason Voorhees. That's how they measured it.
Oh.
So hang on a sec. Jason Voorhees, although...
Wait, your dude's about to die.
Oh, is he? Fuck, I gotta watch this.
Yeah, we can come back to that in a second.
Okay, hang on. Where the fuck are you? There we are. We're gonna watch this. Get in here! I gotta turn this up. She's fucking spitting in the soup.
Spitting it.
I love this. Like, this is like full on clean off his neck. Like, just clean off.
It's a good kill.
It's a good kill. Yeah, it's a great kill. Beat me up, Mom.
Movie chat and more. You can get us the facts. Look up of the franchise while we're watching this.
No, I got it.
Which one has the most kills?
It is Friday the 13th part. There it is. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. It is Jason Goes to Hell. It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Right.
25 kills in Jason Goes to Hell. In Friday the 13th 5, there are 17 kills.
Which for the time, that's definitely a high body
It's huge.
count.
Well, let's put it this way. It's high. It's higher than part 2, higher than part 1, higher than
I figured that.
higher than part 3, higher than part 4, higher than the remake, higher than 7, higher than 8. Oh, one below. Apparently, Jason Lives has 18.
Okay.
So, and then Jason X has 21. And then Freddy versus Jason has 22. So it's probably like
I don't
4th
count
or
that
5th.
one.
No, I don't either. But it's probably like 4th or 5th.
Wow, 6 has got it. Doesn't it? You know what's crazy is 6 doesn't. If everyone gets what I'm saying here, 6 doesn't feel like it has a high body count because I guess the kills are so spread out. Whereas this movie just seems like kill after kill after kill once it gets going. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's not a lot of separation between the kills, and I think that's why I would never have guessed 6 to have that many kills in it, but I guess it does.
You know, according to this,
we'll rewatch that again.
According to this
in like
article,
a year from now.
and we still have to watch Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah, I know.
Because we have not watched it at all.
As he leaves from Vancouver.
Yes. Well, it's Jason Takes Vancouver is what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Arnold. Yeah.
Who has more kills, Jason, Freddy, or Michael? Got to be Jason, right?
Jason is, well, he was first. Michael might be catching up now.
Well, yeah, that's a good point because of the
new movies.
That's
Freddy.
true.
Freddy. I think Freddy's always been third.
And Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills has got to be the most for Michael, right?
I think so.
Easily.
And Freddy has always been third because it's just a different structure to the movie, right? It's a different type of thing going on. It's just not an all out. You know, look at this guy. I think this guy has a stutter, right? Yeah,
yes.
He does. Yeah, that's right. He kind of looks like. I don't know.
Opie?
Or maybe in some sort of weird. He kind of looks like a guy who's trying to cosplay as Tom Hanks from Big or something.
Oh my God! Now, once you see it, you can't get it out of your head. Yes, you're right.
He's a big, even though this is 3 years before Big.
He looked like he went to a con event and he's like, "I'm Tom Hanks from Big."
Yes, exactly.
Like, yeah, you are.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you are.
exactly. Well, exactly. Even though this is 3 years before Big, because I think Big was 88, this is 85, but he's cosplaying as Tom Hanks from Big. So if you were to ask him, what are you? He'd be like, I'm Tom Hanks in Big. I'm fucking, and they'd be like, oh, that's amazing, dude. That's so good.
Is Manhattan the only one we haven't done yet out of all the? Because we've done Freddy versus Jason now.
I believe so. Yes, I believe so. And I think, have we done all the Elm Streets? Maybe 5. Maybe we haven't done 5. I'm not sure. Maybe did we do 5?
Oh my God, that's gonna be a fun night.
I can't remember. But yeah, no, I think.
Tell you what, I think I'm gonna drink that night.
I think. Yeah, I think Manhattan is the only one we haven't done. I think out of the.
Well,
Fridays.
no, Jason X.
Jason X. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, Jason. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do Jason X. Yeah.
We gotta do it. We're committed.
I forget how Tom Hanks dies here. How does he die?
I don't know. But I'm gonna have a whole thing of whiskey here that night when we watch Jason X. I'm gonna be like,
oh, come on. You're not into him. It's not how it works. This is not real life.
well, you know, when you're in a group home setting and you're
you know what? That's true. That's true. And I guess out of all the guys, you know,
things happen.
things happen, and
You're horny,
and
you know?
and it's relative. I mean, compared to, you know, Tommy obviously is more physically attractive, but he's a fucking lunatic. And then, you know, you kind of look at this guy and you think, well, maybe I gotta. But he was totally turned down because he was laughed at.
But you know, my argument earlier about
That's how it would go.
You could take Tommy out of this movie and he wouldn't be missed. Like you could literally edit his scenes and it, whatever.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he just wouldn't be missed.
Yeah, because the story is really. I know they're using.
There's no anchor to this movie. That's what I like about it. It's just.
Well, they're using
kills.
They're using Tommy as a red herring, right? They want you to think that it's him, but you could remove him altogether and be fine with it.
Here we go. There's my girl.
Oh, and is the song playing? No, not yet. It's gonna play soon.
Not yet. Yeah.
This poor guy.
I used to have that Madonna poster, the one that's behind her.
Mm.
I still have a couple Madonna posters hanging up that I had from my childhood.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll take Madonna 80s anytime. You know, some guys dream of their woman dressing up as Princess Leia as the slave from Return of the Jedi.
See, that's an off-screen kill too.
The girls dressing up like Madonna from the 80s. that's my fantasy.
Dude, there's a lot of
80s Madonna cosplay.
Yeah. No, she was great in the 80s. There's a lot of off-screen kills in this movie.
There is. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when someone said that Roy copies Jason, I mean, very little, because he doesn't show up until the third act.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's all off camera stuff.
I love Colin Murdy. She totally laughed off Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
I'm not your Jenny.
Jenny, yeah. And that's what would happen. I hate to say it, but in reality, I mean, you know, she's not. I hate, you know, it's just, come on, man. Let's not pretend that we're all, you know, we're not. She's going up the stairs. I think she finds him dead.
I think this is the last boob shot we get in the movie. I think she's the last one.
So that would be 1, 2, 3.
So 3 sets.
3 sets. 3 sets. It's raining. You got to have the rain.
I like them. Now this is probably more realistic.
Of course, this is more realistic
than Lana at the diner.
Of course.
In your room.
Lana had she had an unhealthy obsession with her own breasts. She doesn't need a man.
Actually, she's got a nice little body. I like.
Oh yeah, she finds him up there, right? I think, or something, or.
I think they find her.
Oh no. He's Tom Hanks is below. I think if somebody was just tuning in now, they'd be like, Tom Hanks? What?
What the fuck?
Hanks is in this movie?
I think you're right. I think Tom Hanks is.
I think they ped down.
Bunk.
Do they ped down?
This might be the longest boob shot in the Friday franchise from the time she took it off until she rolls over.
Hang on. Do they? Oh, no. Okay. They just cut to the other side and then she looks and she sees him. Yeah. That's right. Looking back at her.
Oh, you were right. He was there.
He was there. That's right.
Boy,
I thought that's what it was.
Bed.
That is a big bed.
A bunk bed.
Yeah. And the fact that she didn't see him when she got into it is a little kind of not realistic, but whatever.
Well, it's a good callback to the first film with what's her name when she dies. Kevin Bacon's girl.
Yeah. Oh, here's
here's the robot move.
This song is great. I'm totally going to get
very
it.
80s.
This song here, folks. It's a great song. Play it. It's great. You guys got to look it up. It's a great track.
She's doing good at it.
Yep. Here comes Roy. Roy. He's our man. If he can't do it, nobody can. Roy. Imagine that was his theme. Every time he was about to kill somebody, it was Roy. Ooh, where are you, Roy? The door should have been open. And she should have been like, what? I don't remember that. What's going on? Yeah, she's getting into it. Oh, here he comes. You're going down. Now, is this an off-screen kill or is this kind of an on-screen / we don't see it, but we don't cut away from it?
I think it was cut back or toned down.
Okay. Yeah, they must have.
Because of the MPAA, they didn't approve it.
They must have toned down.
Because there's shots of her, like, she gets torn up.
Ooh. Yep. There it is. The old Michael. Oh, right in the old gut. You're done.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Now, is he alone now? Is everybody dead in the house? I think they are.
Him, Tommy, and what's her name? The final girl here.
That's right.
I think that's what we're down. Well, no, I think the guy who's running the show, right? He's still alive.
Oh, yeah. But the girl, the blonde, she doesn't die. They all, like him, this kid, and Tommy survive the whole movie, I think. Yeah.
Someone asked Rachel or Laurie Strode. Rachel. For me, that's...
Everybody knows that about you.
Of course.
They just want to hear you say it.
Want to hear me say it so they can be pissed off at me.
No.
But why? Why do you hate Laurie so much? Because she's a fucking bitch. I want her to die. That's a little harsh.
That was harsh. I was just gonna say that was
harsh. That was a little intense, Tony.
That was intense, Tony. That was very intense.
Yeah, that was a little intense.
That was fucking bitch. I want to die. Whoa, being posed and more boobs.
Absolutely.
And more boob. It's the same woman, but it's a bloody boob shot. A bloody boob shot. It's a bloody boob shot. What's going on? Are you okay?
Of course, it's Pam.
Why is the kid say something? We're kicking into another gear now, baby. We're kicking into another gear now. I did like the choice to only see it in the illumination of the lightning. So when the lightning flashes, you see all the dead bodies in the bed. I like that. Tom likes to pose. Tom likes to pose the bodies. Or Roy, I should say. Roy. Oh, he's hurt his knee. Yes! Through the door like
the first time
Ted
we're
White.
seeing him in the movie, and that's an hour and 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
So you don't see a whole lot of him in this film.
You don't. No, you're right. That's the first time we've actually seen the Jason mask.
Yep.
And he bursts through the door.
About maybe 15 minutes left. If you say if this says 20 minutes here, you figure with credits, about 15 minutes left in the movie.
Probably. And yeah. And he burst through the door like Ted White did in 4. How are we doing with our poll here? Let's check our poll out. Let's see. 266 people have voted. 44% say they love it. It's underrated. 13% say they didn't like it, but now they do. 8% say always hated it. No Jason. And 35% say, meh, it's okay. Fascinating. It's fascinating. Oh, there's another death right there. Who's that guy again? That was a heck of a scream. That was a heck of a scream.
It's insane.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good scream.
It's a good scream. It's a good scream.
He hit that high note like it's nobody's business.
He did. I think he could rival Jesse from Elm Street 2.
I think if we're giving a Scream award out for this film, I think he gets the Scream of the movie.
I think so, 100%. Whether it was his scream or somebody else's scream, I don't know. But if it was his scream and he actually let that go, good for him. Wait, isn't there a continuity thing here where she had like her sweater around her and then she doesn't have it around her?
And yeah.
That's right. I remember this now.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Whatever. Whatever. Okay, I would not have left without the child. You know what I mean?
He took off.
That's right. That's right.
He bailed. He saw Roy and he was like, I'm out.
That's right. She's looking for him. That's right. Oh, there's another off screen. There's Michael Landon gone. He's gone. We got Tom Hanks and Michael Landon in this movie. It's pretty epic.
That's right.
You guys didn't know that. Trivia right there. What movie did Michael Landon and Tom Hanks star in?
Friday the 13th
Friday the 13th Part 5.
People will be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
What the fuck is he talking about?
Is he having a seizure?
God.
Oh, wait. You can kind of see her boobs through the shirt.
Ah, there it is.
So that might be the fourth and final pair.
Is she in a bra or no bra?
No, she's clearly not in a bra. She's white shirt and so.
Why would she not be in a bra? If you're wearing a white, I know, but if you're wearing a white shirt, you would certainly wear a bra. I think
that's probably the closest she was going to show her boobs in this movie.
Think you're probably right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the cook guy or whatever. Yeah, so he's dead.
I don't know about that run though. Out the house with the arms up. I don't know about that.
That was the 80s.
That was why is she running with like that? I don't get it.
This, like why she's doing this, I don't know.
Yeah.
She's a damsel in distress. Here he comes. Here comes Roy. Roy.
Now we're going to the red barn.
Roy. Here he comes. Look at that shot. Roy. Yeah, come on. Get her.
I mean, so far, I'm not seeing anything that, like, you can say, like, oh, he's copying Jason other than the door moment. I memean, he's just doing what a killer would do. He's stalking his prey.
Yeah, I don't see anything that's, overly Jason. I mean, it's, you put a guy, a big guy in a suit like that and a mask. I guess he's gonna. I don't know. It's never bothered me. It's not an issue. I think that's too much of that's even too much of a nitpick for me. I love this. He's driving a fucking what is it? A bulldozer or a backhoe or something? I love it. He saved her life. He saved her life.
He did.
He saved her life. Why would you go over? Run! Don't go over to him.
In the 80s, they got to check to see if the killer's still alive.
I know, but they should be running away. Look at that. You see? You gave him too much time. You gave him too much time. You gave him too much time. Hang on a sec. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Where are you going?
No, I'm not going away anywhere. I just have to make sure that my door is closed because I thought I heard it open for some reason. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Nope.
All right.
No, I did not. It's just a door in my basement here. There's a door out there, and I thought I heard it open because I was outside earlier and I had gently closed it.
Barn stalking you now?
Yeah. No, I thought for whatever reason, I thought I heard like it open, and I'm like, did I not? Because it's a bit windy because there was a storm that was going to come in a bit, and I thought maybe I didn't close it properly, and I thought I heard it open, but no, I didn't. I did not. They're in a barn, very sort of reminiscent of Friday 3 a bit, right?
A little bit.
So
can't have a Friday the 13th movie without a red barn.
Now here's the thing. Because Jason is bald, right? He's got no hair. Roy was actually trying to pretend to be Jason. He wasn't himself. Like he actually went through the whole sort of.
Well, he's wearing a hood because
yes,
you do see it at the end of the movie.
I know you do.
He's wearing a hood.
I know. But I'm just thinking about the logic behind that. So he actually, the character was trying to be Jason, because you would think that if it was, he would just put the mask on and you'd see the back of Roy's head. But no, he actually put in the effort to get a hood to try and pretend to be Jason. Where did he get that? Did he go down to the local
Roy
Kmart?
Barnes, the first legitimate cosplayer.
Oh, technically he is the first Jason cosplayer. Yeah. You are correct, sir. Here it is. Where the fuck have you been, Tommy?
That's what I'm saying. You could have edited his ass out this film. He would not be missed.
100%. 100%.
Of course, you wouldn't get that cool.
You wouldn't, but it's not even really Jason, so it doesn't matter.
I love the intensity of the eyes on Roy.
Yeah.
Just eyes are bugging out.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, novelty shop, maybe, Aaron. Or maybe he just picked it up at Kmart. They sell hoods.
You got it at Vincent's drugstore.
Yeah, that too.
They got the best costumes in town.
He drove all the way to Haddonfield, and that's where he got it.
Exactly.
That's where he got it. Yeah, he's like, I hear they sell great things.
Yeah. Wade was there hanging out, trying to flirt with Kelly.
Yep. Well, Kelly's dead by that time. But no, you're right. This is before. This is before. You are right. You are right.
They're all still alive.
Touche.
Roy got his costume there.
Yep. Although I do like the choice to have a slow push in on him. You hear sort of, the sounds of him from part 4 and all that. I do like that. Ooh, Tommy took it like a champ. I want to know where Roy got this costume.
I'm telling you, Vincent's drugstore.
Okay, that's it then. It is. It's
greatest
Vincent's
costume shop ever.
Yep. Oh, that was like a few inches away from his dick. Did you see that? That was just a few inches away. Just a few. That would have been brutal. That would have been brutal. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Tommy, has he said anything yet? Does he say anything at the end of the movie? I can't fucking remember. I wonder how many people watched this in 1985. I did not go to the theater. I was only, how old was I in 85? We were 6. We were 6 years old. I wonder how many people went to the theater to watch this and thought this was actually Jason.
Oh, I'm sure everybody did.
Yeah.
Until the reveal, obviously.
Right. And then it's kind of like, who's that? And the reveal, like there's rain. It's a shot from like the top of the, like you can't even really.
It's not a great, yeah.
You can't even really see him that clearly. It's almost like, who's that guy? Like you may not even make the connection that it's the ambulance guy. You might just be like, who's this stooge? What? Look at that light. That's funny. The lightning, it was clearly coming from a light or from a source. What are they called? Lightning strike. There's specific pieces of equipment that actually do that. Is it called a lightning striker? Lightning strike? I forget what it's called. Anyway. It wasn't high enough. It should have been higher. That's funny. Oh! You're going down. You're going down. This is very reminiscent of like, because it's a barn, it's kind of got that Chris Richard Brooker vibe.
Bit. Yeah.
You know? That's unsafe. Why is that just lying out there? Because
perfectly placed.
Because we need Roy to die. Oh, okay. All right, fair.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
That's what they would have said to you in the 80s.
Yep. Fair enough. Here it is.
Said, oh, okay.
Here it is. Oh! The kid saves the day again. The kid saves the day. Oh, that's right.
Quite.
That's right. You're right. You're right. I forgot. You are correct,
All sense
Tony.
of security.
You are correct, Tony. I forgot. There's one last thing. Oh! I totally forgot about this moment. You are correct, sir. Come on! Get him! Get him! Roy!
Tell me those pull-ups aren't paying off.
Dude, I would love it right now if Roy just took the kid and threw him off and the kid like landed on the spikes. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Or both the kid and the girl, they fall onto the spikes and it's just Tommy and Roy left to duke it out. Oh, that looked like that was like fucking Misery style. Busted. Oh, ooh, man. Yeah, see, and then it's kind of like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, because I think you're right. Do we get a close up?
We do, but it looks like
we get the mask.
Yeah, you get that, but you wouldn't.
It doesn't look like Roy.
It kind of looks like the head of the group home a little bit.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
And it's sort of like I would not have like that shot alone for me.
Until explained here, you wouldn't have guessed it was Roy.
100%. I totally would have been like, who's that? Who was that? This cop loves his job.
80s cops.
Yep. Well, we fucked up again.
I love watching 80s and 70s shit because you can just totally. That's what I loved about X. They did a great job of setting it in the period. The locations in the movie, you know, the little gas station they had, just little nuances throughout that movie.
Yeah.
Yep. You know,
totally
very well done for the aesthetic look of the 70s that they were going for.
Yeah.
I think it was the 70s, right? It looked like the 70s.
Which one?
X.
Oh, X. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It was definitely the 70s.
And now they got the prequel coming out with that.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called.
It's the lady's name.
Yeah, it starts with a P.
I almost said Paige. It's not Paige.
It's not Pearl. That's
Pearl.
it. Pearl. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah.
Very Technicolor stylized too. That's what I like about it. Very saturated.
I liked X. I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was as great as everybody said it was.
No,
but I thought
creative
it was okay.
as far as creating something new. You
sure,
know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great.
I could have done without the old people sex though.
Well,
I could have done without that.
Yeah, I get you.
Not saying old people can't have it, but I don't need to see it. See, now this is the one part of the movie I'm just like, really? We got a picture of Jason.
We do. Somebody took a picture of Jason? Somebody took a photo of Jason?
It's the 80s. You got to.
Somebody took a photo. I guarantee you that photographer's not alive anymore.
Jason Voorhees technically took the first selfie.
And where do you go from here? Like this ending here and storyline was kind of abandoned. You know, she closes the door.
I think they intended to leave the door open for it to continue from here, but
with Tommy as because he's
the killer.
Yeah, and it's like,
and then it just we scratched that. We're resetting all this shit,
right? Or is it a dream, or I don't know.
Well, you know, because he had the dream at the beginning of the film. He did. Interpreted it as a dream.
Yeah.
She's not a bad final girl. She really didn't have a lot of screen time either.
No, she didn't. Well, neither did Trish in 4.
Not as much as Jeannie. Not as much as Megan in 6.
Not as much as Adrienne King there. What's her name?
No.
In 1. She probably.
And your girl that you like in 3 there.
Chris, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I like Chris in parts. She's in parts 3, I don't. But I think Amy Steele, I think is the strongest final girl in the Friday series. For sure.
She's usually voted the best, the first, when people are talking the final girls.
Yeah.
Usually. I mean, there's the Adrienne King, fans.
Yeah.
There's the Jennifer Cook fans from part 6.
Mm-hmm.
But when talking to most Friday fans, Amy Steele usually gets number 1.
Yeah.
It was a dream sequence.
It was, yeah. And she comes in and then the door kind of closes behind her or something. And then he's like behind her with like a knife and the mask on or something like that. Isn't that what happens?
Something like that.
Something like that. And then it's like, where do you go from there? Like you kind of, the whole thing should have just been, it's like Jason's calling him. You know what I mean? It's like he's getting a calling. He's being summoned. Kill for me. That's kind of like what they're trying to kind of say here, I think. And they kind of set that up and then it gets abandoned. And I get it. See, now he's like, oh, okay, maybe I should. Oh, it's the real Jason, because of the mask and the slash and the blood and all that. And look at that look. He's like, oh, okay, I will do your bidding. I will do your bidding for you. Good. I can feel your anger. Strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Henceforth, you shall be called.
Yeah, that's right.
Darth
that's right.
Tommy.
Darth Tommy. With a very high midichlorian count. But I think it.
Someone said here in the chat room that this guy turned down the role for part 6 because he became a Christian.
Oh, well, I guess this movie would do that to you.
See, and it would have been cool because he would have carried on the torch with this mask,
If that was the story they wanted to tell, yeah. Maybe it was the same story, but it was just with him.
If they carried on with him.
Right. I just think this is
they could have started the Friday part 6 with Kansas Carry On My Wayward Son.
Yeah. I think a great ending to the series is 4. You just have young Tommy as a kid.
Fans are going to hate me for that.
You have a young Tommy as a kid. The hug, the freeze frame, the look, and that's the end. That's a great end to the series right there. See, then the door closes and he's going to be there. Oh my God. And it's like, what are they doing here? Like and then it just stops. Or it doesn't freeze frame. It just goes into his eyes and that's it. So it's kind of like,
it's interesting.
Well, no, but you definitely end a movie like that. You are clearly
You're setting it up for it.
You are clearly communicating to the audience that we would like to move forward with Tommy as a killer. The problem, you're right. That's exactly what they're doing here. But well, folks, that is Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning from 1985. What did you think? If you're watching after, it was fun. If you're watching after the fact, comment below and let Tony and I know your thoughts on Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Where do you rank it in the franchise? How do you feel about it? Let's check in on that poll that I put up. 296 people have voted. The question was, what do you think of Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning? The first option is always loved it. It's underrated. Has the most. 44% of the 296 say they've always loved it and they feel it's underrated. Then coming in second is meh, it's okay at 35%. Coming in third is didn't like it, but now I do at 13%. And coming in last is always hated it, no Jason at 7%. So pretty cool.
I think with this movie,
I'm going to end the poll right there.
It's aging well. Fans, I think, are appreciating it.
Yeah.
Because again, it's a fun Friday movie. Like I said at the start of the stream, great kills. Fun, creative kills. Doesn't take itself seriously. Doesn't really have, like I was saying, there's no anchor. You know what I mean? There's no even though what's her name, Pam, is the final girl in this movie. She's hardly in it. You know what I mean? She's not really the anchor. Tommy's, again, same thing. He's not really, the anchor of this movie. The movie carries itself without needing that. Like we're,
Right.
you know, Alice and Jeannie and Kristen and Trish and Tommy and four leading up to this. And I think that's what I like about this is that,
Right,
you know,
right.
it's just a dude, you know, going batshit crazy around the neighborhood and fucking shit up.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, it's a good, that's why it's number 3 on my favorite in the franchise.
I get it.
Fun movie to go back to and watch from time to time, or for me, yearly anyways.
I get it. Let's jump over to the super chat questions that have come in.
Super chats.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit came in. So the Q&A portion, I should say the Q&A portion of the show, not just super chats, of course, but we'll get through the super chats because obviously we have to do that. But feel free to send in any questions you like and we'll see if we can get to them. All right. The first super chat here comes from Red Spade here. Trey 7, Reds. Sometimes when they're put together, I'm trying to phonetically, is it Reds? Anyways, you know who you are. $2 says, you the man now, Dave. Now I'm the man? You mean I wasn't like before the show? Well, okay.
No, you were the bitch before.
I was the bitch before. Now I'm the man.
Yeah,
thank you, buddy. Really appreciate the super chat. Cody Snyder sends in $5. Says, I want the Tommy Jarvis workout routine from this because dude is ripped. That's using trauma to your advantage. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why a lot of people that
starve yourself,
work out. That's why a lot of people also like, you know, when they go to prison, they come out jacked because it's like there's nothing else to do. Mike Mick sends in $5 and says, you guys should Two Dudes, the classic Sean S. Cunningham spring break movie 1984. From 1984. It's not horror, but why not? I think I know the movie you're talking about, but I gotta go brush up on it. Yeah, I think I know what he's talking about. Well, we'll see. Yeah, you know, you never know. You never know. Movie Chat and More Part 2 sends in £2 and says, booked my ticket for Jaws in 3D. So not Jaws 3D, but Jaws in 3D is what I'm assuming you mean. Are you seeing it, guys?
I didn't even know. This is news to me.
Is it just something that, because you're across the pond, Richard, is it just something that's playing over there?
I wonder if it's something they're just doing over there, because I
haven't heard anything about Jaws. But if Jaws does come back, because I just saw Raiders of the Lost Ark last week in the movie theater, and that was awesome. If Jaws does come back, to be honest with you, I would rather not see it in 3D. I don't want to see Jaws in 3D. I want to see Jaws in its intended 2D format, how they saw it in 1975. That's what I want to see. So I would probably not go see it in 3D. I'd rather see it in 2D.
What we did, this was a couple years, because Jesus, I've been down here now again almost for 10 years. This was probably about 5 or 6 years ago up at Lake Lanier. They had a special screening of Jaws, and we got to watch it sitting in tubes on the water of the lake.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was really fucking, and they had this, like, I don't know, it looked like, so there's a screen, but it looked like something was like, it was blown up, like, but it was huge. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yep.
You ever seen those?
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Massive screen. And I got to say, I've seen Jaws in the theater because I've seen their fandom showed it one year when I was back in Connecticut. And we went and saw it. But Lake Lanier was doing a special, and a couple of us were like, "We got to do this. This is going to be so fucking cool."
For sure.
And look, when you're on a tube, even though it's a lake, and you're sitting in the water watching Jaws, it kind of fucks with your head a little bit. You know what I mean?
100%. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah. No, I'd love to have that experience. That would be cool. Let's see.
In fact, I think you could probably only do it in a lake. You couldn't do it in the ocean because the ocean's currents would be too rough to do.
No, it'd be, and plus there's actual sharks.
Yeah, that too.
Your feet would be dangling. Red Spade sends in 99 cents with a big smile. Well, thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate it. Sends in a super sticker, actually. Fast Forwards 289 sends in $9.99. Says, "What's up, D&T? Glad you all decided to watch this again. I like this movie. I think it's real good, even though Jason isn't in it. It still feels like a Friday the 13th movie with the mood and kills." And we agree. We agree with that 100%. I think it's because once you get to 6, which is the next year, 1986, it's still a good movie. It's fun, but it doesn't tonally, it feels a bit different than the feeling of the first 4 Friday films.
Do you know what 6 feels like? and correct me if I'm wrong, it feels like it's a tribute film to the franchise. It feels like this is our swan song. We're paying tribute to Friday the 13th, MTV style.
Yeah, it's definitely, well, I will say it's definitely more self-aware. That is true. Yeah. That is true. Let's see here. Gray Helm sends in $2, says, hey, bud, what age is your son turning this year?
You got a kid? What?
Hey, bud, I don't have that. No, I don't. Maybe he's talking to you. Maybe he's talking to you, Tony. He just said, hey, bud. He didn't say, hey, Dave. He said, what age?
Break out the cigars?
I think, Tony, something you want to tell me? I don't know. I don't have any children, and I know Tony doesn't have any children either. So I don't know. Not that I'm aware of. I don't know who that's addressed to, but maybe you've got, I don't know. Was there something I've said in the past that made you think that? I don't know.
We got pets. We got dogs.
I got pets.
I got dogs.
Yeah, I got a cat.
Dave's got a cat.
My cat Veda's 8.5. Matthew Farisi just sends in $1.99. Thank you, Matthew. Fast Forwards 289 sends in another $4.99. Says, off topic, but I just watched Cowboys and Aliens again, and it's a real good movie. Have you all seen it? And if so, what did you think? That's actually a Harrison Ford movie I have yet to see. I do need to see that.
I don't think I've seen that.
I got to see it.
You know what? Because I got to tell you, you know what movie I was just thinking of when you said that, and I'm totally wrong now. But I know it has the word cowboy in it. It's the movie with oh my God, Clint Eastwood, Donald Sutherland, what's his name? The Marshal from The Fugitive, Tommy Lee Jones, and some other dude. I can't think of the other dude's name. Clint Eastwood, Donald Sutherland, and Tommy Lee Jones, and they go to space and they like save the day or something like that.
It's space. Yeah, I know what you're talking. I saw that movie in the theater. I think it's Richard Dreyfuss.
I can't remember the fourth guy.
It's Space Cowboys or something.
Space Cowboys. There you go. Yeah, I thought you were talking about that at first. I was like, that's a fun movie.
No,
I actually like that movie.
I saw Space Cowboys in the movie theater.
Same
when it came out. Yeah, it's Clint Eastwood. It's not Richard Dreyfuss, excuse me. I was thinking of another one. It's Clint Eastwood, Tommy Lee Jones, James Garner, and Donald Sutherland.
James Garner. Yes. James Garner.
What's the one?
The guy from The Notebook, right?
Yes. Yeah. And fucking he was that show he was on that was famous. It escapes me for some reason. He was on the fuck is the name of that show? I'll get it here. The fuck should come up like immediately.
Outland? Someone said Outland.
No, it was the Rockford Files. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Rockford Files. It was a show back in the 70s, I think.
Back in the day. Yeah, Space Cowboys is a fun movie.
Space Cowboys is
That's
good.
what I thought you were talking about at first.
No, there's another one that plays into the old kind of thing, I think, about space, I think, too. And it's got Richard Dreyfuss in it. Is it space? Richard Dreyfuss. One second.
Close Encounters of a Third.
No, not that one. It's a movie that came out in and around the same time.
Close Encounters of a Third.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Okay, I was right.
No, it was a movie that came out in and around the same time, and of course the chat's probably gonna get it, but I want to get it here. Let me see here. I'm gonna go back all the way back to 2000. The Crew? Was that it? The Crew? It's The Crew. Yeah, it was The Crew, and it wasn't a space movie. It was the space movie, but it was about mobsters, and they were all older mobsters. And it came out in 2001, and it starred Richard Dreyfuss, Burt Reynolds.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a funny movie. I saw that in the theater too. That was funny as well. Anyway, The Crew. That's right, The Crew. Dark Light sends in $5. Says, I messaged Brian Andrews on Facebook about Halloween Kills, and he said he'd kick my ass if I come back here to him about the movie. What did you say to him? Why would he?
Who's Brian Andrews?
Brian Andrews is the original Tommy
Doyle. Totally had a brain.
Well, I don't know what you said to him that would have set him off. However, if you didn't say anything and you just were like, hey, dude, what's going on? Brian Andrews has got a lot of issues right now. He's got a lot of issues. Brian Andrews. And I say that with no disrespect. I say that because he has made it aware that he has issues. A little while ago, a couple of years ago, I'm not friends with him on Facebook. I don't follow him, but I do know that I was sent quite a few links, let's say about 2 years ago or so, that he would share, let's say, he'd share his dirty laundry. And I'm not saying he's not in the right. I'm not saying he's in the wrong. I don't know, but he would share things about his mother and how he needs to like help his mom or something. And he would share like recorded phone calls that he was having with his mother's care, person or whatever. He was sharing all this. And of course he's going through a ton, and I wish him well. I hope
like Ezra Miller.
Well, I don't know to that degree, but I just mean that, there's a reason. People have often said, why didn't they cast Brian Andrews in Halloween Kills? And I can tell you there's a couple, I don't know for sure, but, just knowing what I do know and knowing what I know about sort of how the business works when it comes to actors and agents, Brian Andrews he's not represented by an agent. And this is a SAG-AFTRA union gig. This is a Hollywood movie. You cannot hire an actor that's not represented. So that's number one. That's number one.
So if you don't have your SAG card, no, you can't.
Well, I don't know if he might. Well, I don't know if he's kept up with his dues or not. I have no idea. He would have been SAG back in the day. But right. Whether he's kept it up, I don't know. But he's not represented. So he's got no agent. He's got no manager, as far as I know. At least that's what I heard back then, a couple of years ago. And because of all the personal stuff that he's going through, he's a liability rather than an asset. You don't know if he's going to be there on time. You don't know. You cannot take that risk. He's not reliable. He's going through too much. And I don't say that as somebody that pretends to know everything. I don't know. I just know that the guy was going through shit. And I can tell you right now, if I was the director or the producer or the casting, director, I wouldn't have hired him either. I wouldn't have hired him either. It's too much of a risk. And I can't because he's got no representation. So, right. I wish him well. I hope he's okay. And I hope he finds peace in whatever that means for him. He's a Halloween legend. He'll always be a Halloween legend. He'll always be Tommy Doyle. There's a lot of fans out there that love you for that role, and that appreciate you for that role. He was at the 40th anniversary convention in Pasadena in 2018. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to meet him because his line was, expectedly so very long because he doesn't really do those kinds of things. So there were a lot of people that wanted to meet him. I did see him, in the distance, and it was kind of cool to see him. He's a Halloween alum legend. He always will be. But Brian, take care of yourself and I don't know where he is now. I mean, maybe he is in a good place now. I have no idea, but I know that
basically he shared a lot of information online that he probably shouldn't have shared, more or less.
Well, yeah, and he was also I think he was on the verge of being. And again, he put this out there. Okay, I'm just reiterating what he put out there. Something to the effect of there was a post I saw that he was on the verge of being evicted from his apartment or something, and he was asking if there was he just put on Facebook, does anybody have a place I could stay for a while, whatever. Like, he was going through a lot, man. He was going through a lot. And so the whole idea of him being in Kills was from the get-go. I mean, no doubt about it. And so it's unfortunate that he reacted that way to you, but it sounds like he doesn't give a fuck.
When you're going through a lot of shit, man, sometimes just people don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? People,
Well, and
it just happens.
Yeah, and we have to remember too. Look, if he was and again, I don't know where he is right now, but if Brian was in a better place now, if he was in a better place, he had he was set financially, emotionally, maybe he wouldn't have responded that way. And maybe he would even go to a convention or whatever. But it doesn't surprise me that the last fucking thing he wants to hear about right now is Halloween.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just Halloween, because
it's like adding salt to the wound.
He was in one movie 44 years ago.
That's and he never did anything after that?
Well, no, he did, but I mean, in terms of Halloween, he was in one Halloween movie 44 years ago. It's just, he doesn't see it. I'm sure deep down he appreciates the love. I'm sure he understands, of course, but he's just in a place that he's just not.
Why should Blumhouse pay him to help him not be evicted and clean up? there's no obligation there for. I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but Dark Light said it here in the comments. Like, why would Blumhouse has no obligation to him? I mean,
no, Blumhouse has no obligation.
Sometimes in life,
why would they do that?
And my parents did this shit. Sometimes you need tough love, and I had a similar situation in my 20s, and I needed help, and they were like, nope, and I had to figure it out. I had to man up, and I did, and it worked out. You know what I mean? It sucked going through it at the time, but it does build character, and no one likes to be going through tough things, but sometimes, not sometimes, several times throughout our life, we're going to be tested with all different types of shit.
Well, and we don't know what choices he's made. This could be his entire doing. It's his own. I don't know him through a hole in the wall. I've never spoke to him. I don't wish him any ill will, but I have no idea if this is all his own fucking fault. And he has nobody to blame but himself. And nobody feels sorry for him because maybe people in his circle were telling him for years, Brian, and he just didn't listen. I don't know. I have no idea how he came to be in the situation he's in. But I do know the last thing he probably wants to hear and talk about is fucking Halloween, a movie he was in 44 years ago that, he's not reaping the benefits of now. So, I mean, he probably doesn't care. And Blumhouse? No, Blumhouse has no obligation to Brian Andrews. Why the hell would they do that?
No,
not at all. Pumpkinhead, $2 says, thank you for all you do. You're both fantastic. Thank you, Pumpkinhead.
You're fantastic.
You're fantastic. It's great. Come on. Thank you, Pumpkinhead. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Techno Dupe. Peminio? Techno, I think it's Techno, Peminio. Anyway, I'm just going to call you Techno.
Four to the floor.
$5 says, not Jason related, but I felt Busta Rhymes and Michael should have had a rap battle at the end of Resurrection. You know what? That probably would have made the movie better. Because at that point in the movie, I'm just like, this is really, lame. This is really bad. I'm right there with you, man. Why not? Like, totally busted out. Movie Chat and More Part 2 sends in $2, says the 3D trailer is on YouTube. I'm seeing it September 10th. I'll have to check it out.
Cool.
Have fun, man. Have fun. Cool. Movie Chat and More Part 2 follows up with another £5 and says, I've got a cool idea for a sitcom I've got a cool idea for a sitcom, period. I've purchased a screenwriting course book. Any tips off the top of your head, Dave? Well, I've never written a sitcom, so I don't know. To make things easier, the only thing I would say is maybe purchase some writing software that, like, I'm sure it's probably all in the book, but, writing a sitcom script in terms of format, obviously you got to learn the proper format and things like that. It's probably all in the book. So you might have to purchase some specific screenwriting or script writing software. But yeah, good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, any advice, tips?
Just do it, man. Just
do it.
No. Seriously, no,
dive in.
I'm not saying that to be
no,
like
it's true. Dive in.
I'm literally now creating my own music. Like I just started sharing a little bit on Facebook and on Instagram, creating my own beats and melodies and stuff like that. I ain't no fucking Mozart and I'm not Dr. Dre, but I'm having fun with it.
You're not Dr. Dre? I thought you were.
No, I'm not Eminem, not Dr. But I'm having fun because I'm learning something. Like I knew how to DJ, I knew how to mix and shit, but I've always wanted to get on the creating side of it, like actually create my own stuff, like, whatever, out of samples and whatnot. And, there's no, all you can do, create it, which is what I do, and then I just put it out there, and I get feedback from people like, yeah, that was cool, yeah, I loved what that was a good chill vibe, or good chill beat or whatever, something like that. So give this the script or whatever to friends, and if people are laughing as they're reading it, as I spit into my fucking camera, no, seriously, if people are laughing when they're reading, then you're on track, you're on the right page of where you need to go. Just put yourself out there and don't worry about, just do it, because what I mean? There's no wrong in not doing it.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Just go for it.
Agreed. Dark Light sends in $2, says, asked Brian if he saw the extended cut and he got mad. Well, if that is literally how it went down, it's then Brian's got issues, right? He's got issues, man. He's got issues, and just leave him be. If he gets his shit together, he gets his shit together. If he doesn't, he doesn't. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing anybody can do. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't take it personal.
Nah, don't take it personal, man. Don't take it personal. Dylan, you son of a bitch, sends in $1.99. Tony Tone, Thriller or Off the Wall album?
Well, first of all, I love the Tony Tone reference from the music group Tony Tone.
Mm-hmm.
It feels good. That was one of their hits.
Feels good. Yes, it was.
Tony has done it again. Oh man, Off the Wall or Thriller? Well, Thriller is a great album. It was one of the highest selling records of all time. There's no argument to it. It's great songs. It's definitely Michael at his peak. Bad was a decent album, but I love Off the Wall because Off the Wall is a good dance album. I can sample with it. Just a lot of great music. If I'm saying Off the Wall, it's like this. It's barely better, but I mean, Thriller is just such an iconic album. It is. That's a tough question to ask. But I do love Off the Wall, and I have both those records, and I have all his. I have Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad on vinyl. So
nice. Brandon Collins sends in $2, says he's mentally ill and homeless. Don't antagonize. Could not agree more. Yep, he is. Brian Andrews is, and hope he gets the help he needs. Movie Chat and More Part 2 sends in £5, says, I enjoyed Boz's Elvis movie, but I still prefer the 1979 Carpenter one. Which one is your favorite, guys? Well, I haven't seen the Carpenter one in ages, so I don't know.
Same. It's been a minute since I've seen it. That's the Kurt Russell one,
Russell one, yeah, 79, I think.
I will say, in comparisons to Austin and Kurt, for what I do remember, I do feel like at times Kurt is doing an impersonation of Elvis, kind of an over the top in certain scenes.
Right.
But again, it's 79.
Oh, it's a long time ago. Yep.
So whereas I feel Austin was Elvis, you know what I mean? Like he's not, trying to be the king, baby. Come on. You know what I mean? Like he's not doing that shit but in the Carpenter one, Russell's doing that a lot. Right. From what I remember. And I felt like at times watching it, I felt like Russell's doing an impersonation.
Right.
Where Austin embraced Elvis.
He did.
You know what
he
I mean?
did.
Like,
thought it was tremendous.
Yeah, I got to rewatch the Russell one or a Carpenter made one.
Yeah.
Again, because it's been a minute to give that, and I've only seen the Boz one once. So it's not I need some time with those to really to give that a fair answer.
Gotcha. Yep. Same. Let me see. So we got that one, and then Fast Forwards 29 sends in $9.99, says, just a suggestion. Y'all should do a black and white movie month and do movies like Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, Psycho, or the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I think that would be cool. That's not a bad suggestion. Not a bad suggestion at all. Definitely. I know have we done the first Psycho?
Yes, we did.
I think we did do the first Psycho. I'm pretty sure we did. We haven't done Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. That's great. Betty Davis, Joan Crawford. And then the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers from the 50s. Haven't done that. Have we?
I thought you wanted to do the one with Sutherland.
I want to do the one with Sutherland. That's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Is the 1978 remake.
About doing that
Dude,
one.
It's great.
That's the one I would want to. That would be the one. I mean, I like the 50s, but I'd probably want to do I'd want to do the 70s one with you.
It's one of the best remakes of all time. The 1978 Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Donald Sutherland, Jeff Goldblum, Leonard Nimoy.
We should do that soon.
It's great stuff. Yeah, it's got Art Hindle in it, Canadian actor right here from Toronto, who was in Black Christmas. Great. It's great. Yeah, it's a great remake. Eerie, very eerie and creepy. And all the 70s horror goodness. Arthur Vega sends in a $10 super sticker. Well, thank you. And just says thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. You hang up. No, you hang up. No, you. No, seriously. Thank you, Arthur. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
That's one of my favorite scenes in Friends.
Yeah.
Rachel just hangs up.
Chris M sends in $2. Yeah, I haven't watched Friends in years. Chris M sends in $2, says, you put me on your PlayStation, the shape mem. No, it's yo. Put me on yo PlayStation, the shape, ma'am.
Okay.
I don't understand what that means.
I don't own a PlayStation, but
I don't own a PlayStation either. So I guess you're just assuming we're gamers. I don't know, dude.
Maybe maybe that is a legit thing. Maybe
it is.
Maybe it's a thing with PlayStation.
I used to own a PlayStation. I do like
because I know you can connect with people, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays,
but I'll be honest with you, Chris, and this is no disrespect. Even if I had a PlayStation, I wouldn't add you anyway. It's not because I don't think you're a cool guy or whatever, but I just no. But it'd be anybody, right? I'm not. I don't. And
why do you think I'm doing a screening process with my Facebook?
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Very selective,
And when I have had, because I had a PS4, I don't have a PS4 now. I'll probably eventually buy a PS5 because I do like to play NHL hockey, Grand Theft Auto, that kind of stuff. There's a couple of, other games, but I'm not a gamer. I've never played online. I've never played the people all around the world. I'm 43. Not that there aren't people who are 40s and, doing that, but it's not I'm not, I got a fucking Nintendo that I still play. And I know you do too, Tony.
That's all I play is old Nintendo, old Sega, Super Nintendo.
Not that there aren't people in their 40s, 50s, or 60s that are playing online and connecting with people all around the world. It's just not something I've ever done. It's not something I'm going to do. And even if it was, I just don't open myself up like that to stuff.
Hand to God on the Bible.
It's not personal.
I haven't played any modern game. My games in my collection, I think, ended 1994. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I
don't have, as far as I know, I have to double check that, but I'm depends on when Mortal Kombat 2 came out, because I do have that. That might be as far as years, but
right.
Anything past mid 90s for me, I never played. I've never played any modern video game. It's not my thing. You know what I mean? I never got into it, but there were some games. I got the Retron 5 so that I could play. I have one console so that I can play my Sega games, my old school Sega games, and Super Nintendo and the original NES, and also have a couple of Game Boy games as well too. And that's and I have the Atari.
Right.
So like I'm just. For me, if I'm in a gaming mood,
right,
it's going to be retro. It's going to be old school. Like I just,
No, and I appreciate it. Look. I mean, I appreciate the thought for sure. I totally appreciate the thought. But I don't game online. I
don't get into it. That's not my thing.
So sorry.
My brother loves it. That's just not my thing.
Yep. Let's see here. And then I want to make sure I get movie chat and more part 2. Sends in another £5. Says, why did Boz give Parker the accent? From what I've seen, Parker spoke with a U.S. accent. Also, guys, please give Dead End with Ray Weiss a chance. I will have to check out Dead End. Why did Parker? Yeah. Colonel Parker didn't. Well, I think that was more of a Tom Hanks thing. Now, obviously, Boz would have been like, yeah, cool. I'm cool with that. If Boz didn't like it, he would have been like, no, we can't do that. But I think, unless I'm incorrect,
didn't Parker hide his accent because he was going under a different name?
Well, I don't think he had much of one, though. But he might have tried to hide it a little bit. I'm not sure, but I know the accent. He certainly didn't sound like the way Tom Hanks sounded like in the movie.
Not even close.
Not even close. But I believe that came from Hanks. I believe Hanks wanted to bring sort of a whimsy to the kind of the role, a stylized version of Colonel Tom Parker, and I'm fine with it. Yeah. And I'm fine with it because Parker is so not known. Nobody you wouldn't. You know what I mean?
We just knew he was He was Elvis's manager.
So it's not like you're changing the way Elvis sounded or something. Like, who cares? So Parker sounds. So he's got this kind of funny accent. Whatever. I mean, it's a Baz Luhrmann film, so everything is stylized. Everything's over the top. Everything is what it is, right? And very saturated and so no, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me. Baz probably said yes because that's just Baz. You know what I mean? Or Baz or whatever. Boz, whatever. Mike Mick sends in $2, says, 2 dudes watch of Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Ooh, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. That's early 80s.
Yep. Keep in mind, folks, before it gets out of hand, Tony and I generally don't take requests. So just keep, I know there are a lot of people that say you should watch this, you should watch, and sometimes we will, because sometimes the suggestion is really good. But Tony and I usually have like a schedule with things lined up that we want to do and get to. So I'm just saying that just because I don't want to break anybody's heart and I don't want to set unrealistic expectations. So I just want to say that. You can always suggest certain things, and if it kind of fits our wheelhouse and our vibe and our schedule and our show, then maybe we'll do it. But if we don't end up ever doing it, or if we don't get around to it for a long time, it's not personal. We're not trying to stiff you. It's just we have other ideas and things that we're doing too. So I just want to make sure that that's clear. Just make sure that's clear. So that's generally speaking why we don't kind of open it up and take requests on, in some sort of official fashion. I just don't want anybody to be disappointed and think like we don't care about them or something, because that's not true at all. But Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, not bad. Reese Wilson sends in $30.99, 30 Australian dollars, 99 cents. Says some Aussie dollaroos for the channel. Dollar dues. Dollary dues. Some Aussie dollary dues. I got it now. Blah. Some Aussie dollary dues for the channel. Thank you, Reese. Really appreciate that, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're being healthy and or staying healthy and hanging in. Fast Forwards 29 says, sends in $1.99. Says, D&T, you missed my $9.99 super chat. Oh, did we? All right, let's go back. Let's see if we can get it here. Let's see if we can get $9.99 super chat. Just a suggestion, you all should do a black and white movie. Was it that one?
I thought you did do that one.
I got that one. Let me go back and see if there's another one. Hang on.
Body.
No, here it is. Here's the one. I missed it. Sometimes what happens is, and thank you, by the way, if ever it seems like I haven't got to your super chat, never be afraid to let us know, because the chat moves a lot and sometimes it'll jump on, I don't know why it does this, but then a super chat might get lost in the shuffle. So never be afraid to kind of, let us know, kind of tap us on the shoulder if it looks like we haven't gotten to it. Fast Forwards 289 sends in $9.99, says, yeah, y'all should check it out. A lot of good actors, Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford, Sam Rockwell, Clancy Brown, etc. I think y'all will really enjoy it. Now, what are you talking about again? Harrison Ford. I usually know all the Harrison Ford movies.
That space movie, right?
No. What one are you talking about?
Yeah, and don't send in a super chat. We'll keep an eye out for that in the
just add us. I'm trying to think of Daniel. Oh, right. Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right. Sorry. I was thinking, I had Dead End in my head and I'm like, what?
Gotcha.
Yes. Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford, Sam Rockwell. Yes. I'm it's on the list, because there's a few Harrison Ford films I still have not seen that I have to see. And Cowboys and Aliens is one of them. I think Jon Favreau, if I'm not mistaken, directed that movie. All right. I got to go here in a second. So let's see if we can get through this here. Got that one. And, see, it jumped again. Okay. Mike Mick sends in $2. Says, all good, no expectations, just a suggestion. Yeah, cool, man. Totally. Oh, yeah. I mean, if people want to be like, hey, guys, you should check this or whatever. But we just always want to make sure that, if it doesn't happen like the next week or the next 2 weeks, it's not because we don't care or think it's a good idea, just because we might have some things we want to get to first. You know what I'm saying? So totally. No, we're cool, man. Sweet Tea sends in $10 for the channel, my friends. Be safe too. The tea is sweet tonight. I don't know when I started doing that, but
pretty much from the get-go. I think funny? It is. Some of my this is how stupid social media can be sometimes. Social media is designed ultimately to interact with each other if you're connected with each other.
Correct.
Not just to sit there and stare at, I swear to God, I get more people who will literally open their Instagram app, open up Instagram stories than actually engage on a post I post on Instagram. I'm thinking to myself, it's got to take them longer to do that
than
it would be just to engage on, which is why I'm being selective on Facebook. But T and we do what it's designed to do. We interact with what we post. And people thought, they were like, is that your girlfriend? I'm like, no, that's just a friend who engages on what I post on social media, on what it's designed to do, and not be a creep and a stalker.
Totally. Movie Chat and More Part 2 sends in £5. It says, over 30 years of memorizing Apollo's speeches in Rocky IV, then that dirty bastard Sly comes along and changes it all. Are you talking about the director's cut of Rocky IV? I watched it. I thought it was okay. I still prefer the theatrical cut because it's just total 80s greatness. There's certain things he did in the director's cut of Rocky IV that was released last year that I liked. There were certain things he did, but certain things that, the Apollo stuff I think is good because that it fleshed that out a bit more and it made that more emotional. But overall, I think I still prefer the theatrical cut. Have you seen the director's cut of Rocky IV?
I did once. I don't remember it, to be honest with you. But I get I think I remember what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It just seemed like there were jump cuts that I'm just like, wait, this isn't making sense.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. It is what it is. And there was I watched the behind the scenes of Sly editing that, and he was in a building.
He sent a lot. I remember when he was doing.
He did. It was great.
Sending a lot of shit out.
But what was funny is that he talked about a scene in the theatrical cut where when Apollo Creed is looking across the ring at Drago and he's going, I want you, right? Well, it's supposed to be before the fight. Apollo is supposed to have his gloves on. And if you look carefully in the theatrical cut, he doesn't when he's pointing. So that's a continuity error. And Sly said on the shit that he put out there, we're going to fix that. I'm like, okay. Well, in the theatrical cut, it's still there. It's still there when he goes, I want you. And you still see, I'm like, I thought he made this big deal about it on some Instagram thing. And I'm like, but it's still there. I'm like, what? Anyway, it is what it is. Jim Dorsey sends in $4.99, says, for my friends Dave and Tony, D&T, only a couple of more weeks till fall and the Halloween preseason. Oh, we know. Right. We know. People are getting crazy. Here's
a good question.
Take it away.
Non-super chat.
Yeah, great.
Dave and Tony, do you think there will be another, from Michael Myers, by the way, good old Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
Dave and Tony, do you think there will be another major historical event like the moon landing in your lifetime? Yeah, the day I meet Nev Campbell. I wanted to answer that so bad.
Yeah, I would say, sure. Hoping that we live another 40 years.
Mars.
Let's not forget that technology is expanding exponentially. Where we are in 20 years will be much further along than where we came from. It just means that we are continuing to expand faster and faster and faster and faster. And the window for which we achieve certain levels of technology is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So the next...
Well, there have been some historical events recently. Like in the last 10 years, we got to see Pluto for the very first time, because the technology...
James Webb Telescope.
The Voyager was able to get all the way out there, and we actually got to see what the planet looked like. That's pretty historical. If you meaning in the terms of space, like the moon landing.
Look at the James Webb Telescope. Those images were phenomenal. What is so incredible?
We got a black hole. We got to see our very first black hole.
Yeah,
so,
that's
there's
true
been
too.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I think the thing of it is that we're so inundated with just so much stuff on a daily basis that back in the day when the moon landing happened, like Dave said, there was only 3 networks.
Yeah.
We didn't no social media. So it was an event because you weren't doing other things to keep you busy. Like when Richard said about the Jaws 3D thing, I've been so busy doing other stuff. I had no idea that it even existed. You know what I mean? So I just think that's the way our world is now. So like things have happened, but they're not having the same impact because of where we are with technology and social media.
Correct.
And just everything happening all at once,
Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely correct. And I was absolutely, and then we have to kind of wrap it up here because I gotta go.
That's fine. Yeah. That's cool.
But I was absolutely blown away by the images from the James Webb Telescope, and it's the furthest we've ever seen into space. But this is what is so mind-boggling. Like it actually kind of pains me and frustrates me that nobody else, because our world is so busy and we're inundated with so much trash and garbage and good things too, that nobody else is stopping and going, holy fuck.
I know.
Because like, you know, when you look at that image of all those galaxies and shit, first of all, that's
you're speaking up my alley. I love it.
Dude, that's an image that is like, what was it? 13 billion years old. So because it takes that long for the light to reach us. So we're looking at an image 13 billion, something like that. Maybe it was 8 billion or whatever, but it was huge. It was ridiculous. Billion years ago in the past, some of those galaxies might not even exist now. Who knows what that image would look like today if we were able to get it in real time.
So
billion.
mind-boggling.
We can't even comprehend how old that is. And they said that what you're seeing here is you take a grain of sand and you hold it up to the sky at arm's length, and that grain of sand represents the section of the sky where all those thousands of galaxies are. Well, if you're telling me that that grain of sand at arm's length from Earth at the sky, that grain of sand represents just that portion with thousands of galaxies, dude, the universe is teeming with galaxies.
Infinite.
Oh my God. That's just that little section, dude. And I know it hasn't been officially announced in some sort of official way that there is life out there, but I'm sorry. The probability is so low, that we are
there isn't.
To adopt a mindset that we are so special, that we are the only intelligent life in the universe I can't even take you serious. I can't even talk to people like that anymore. I am so blown away by what I'm seeing, and so blown away by the vastness and the epicness and the size of the information that I am trying to compute in my little minute human brain. And I look at this and I go, wait a minute. So you're telling me that this little image has thousands of galaxies in it. It's from 13 billion, it's something like that, billion years ago. It's older than the fucking Earth, okay? And then some. And it's not even real time. It's not like it looks like that now. Some of these galaxies might not even, oh my God. And it's that little tiny, what? Are you kidding me? It's like looking at, fuck, no, what? I'm trying to find something that's like really small. Okay, well, you'll get the point I'm trying to make here, right?
No, I get it.
Looking at the tip of this pen. It's like looking at the tip of that pen, and there's thousands of galaxies on the tip of that pen. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's why, people who want to sit there and complain and think their world is going, like, you are literally a speck. You are a speck in the infinite of everything.
It's incredible. I am incredulous looking at this stuff.
I don't know.
I couldn't believe it. I was talking with my girlfriend too, and we're sitting there, and I'm like, I'm going on, and she gets it too, like she understands. But I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm dumbfounded. I'm in the car, we're driving. I'm like, I can't believe it. Like, I feel so fucking worthless, but at the same time, so incredibly grateful to be like.
That's the key thing.
Incredible.
You're grateful that you're here, that you get to experience it. Like, most people don't get that.
But to show you how primitive we are. As incredible as the James Webb Telescope is, it's a $10 billion venture that will also never come back. It's not like Hubble. Hubble, which is great, is in our atmosphere. So we can actually go up, we can go up, fix it if there's a problem. We've had to go up there, change the mirrors out of it or whatever the case is. The James Webb Telescope is gone. It's floating in space. We're never going to get it back. They can't bring it back. If something malfunctions, we can't go fix it. It's going. And the best we can do, listen, I'm not trying to put us down. It's incredible what we can do. It's all relative. We're not, humans are only like 200,000 or 300,000 years old. We are very young. But the best we can do is an image that is 13 billion years old. Oh my God, we are nothing. We are absolutely nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's incredible. It's something like that. I might be off on the numbers
like
a bit,
Voyager,
but
man.
It's incredible.
Voyager is now the furthest man-made object in space after going past Pluto, and it's still going.
Yes.
I can't even
yes.
I would.
And
just
how many years
love
did
to
it
be-
take? Like 50, like 30 years or something, or
something like that.
Something like that.
I mean, I can't even imagine what it's seeing right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I would love to just be sitting in that thing and just going like, "Holy balls!"
It's incredible.
Like,
it's absolutely incredible.
It's seeing things that we will never get to see.
We might have to do a show on this. We might have to. It's incredible stuff. It's absolutely.
All right, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go. There we go. There we go. All right, folks, listen, that's going to do it for Tony and I on episode 161 of Two Dudes and Some Bullshit. Comment below and let Tony and I know your thoughts on, hey, maybe what we were talking about here in space. But really, we want to know your thoughts on Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Where do you rank it? Where do you put it? How do you feel about it right now? Comment below and let us know your thoughts. Thank you to all the Super Chat questions that came in today, of course, and to our great moderators, Frank Riker, Tabitha Short, Darren Sands, Chris Baber. Thank you for doing what you guys do. We really appreciate it. And Tony and I will be back next Monday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 162. Tony, any last things you'd like to say?
Space, the final frontier.
Space, the final frontier. Good. We can feel your telescope.
These are the what is it?
These are the voyages of the Tony and Dave Enterprise. All right, guys.
Boldly go where no horror fan has gone before.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your week. We'll talk to you soon. All righty. Cheers.